Have you ever found yourself thinking, man, you know who should start a podcast? Those two scene kids from my high school. I bet their opinions are really interesting. Well, you're in luck, stupid, because this is Nugatory Conversations, a show in which my buddy Scott and I don't prepare anything and say the first things that come to our heads for however long, which is fun because we don't know what we're going to say either. Maybe it'll be silly. Maybe it'll be thought-provoking. Maybe it'll be racist. It's not going to be racist. Hey Scott,
What's up, Cole?
how are you?
I'm doing pretty well, man. It's been a good day so far.
Yeah, it definitely has. Welcome everybody to Nugatory Conversations. This is attempt 2 at the first episode, and I'm really excited. It's going to be super fun. So before we get into what we have planned, I want to share something that I didn't tell you earlier. It took me an extra couple minutes to get over here. We're recording this over at Scott's apartment, and it took me a minute because I fell down the stairs. It wasn't. I did fall all the way down, but I didn't fall down all the stairs.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So in my house, I have if you're going down, it's
Oh my
4
God.
stairs and then a landing, and then I don't know how many, all the way down to the floor. And that section was what I fell down. I was just really excited to be podcasting with my friend Scott, and I had all my stuff, and I had a fresh pair of socks on, and I didn't have that traction, and just went right down.
Wow, dude,
yeah.
and that's fun. I fell down your stairs last week.
Did you really?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
the back porch. I caught myself.
That's right. Yeah, see, I didn't have that. I didn't have the reflexes like you do.
You gotta get those stairs looked at, dude.
No, for real, they're bad stairs. No. Yeah, so these are the inside stairs though. So these are the carpet stairs.
Okay, gotcha.
So because my socks just no traction. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I was way more concerned because I had my backpack full of everything, like all the expensive equipment that I can't afford to replace. So I had the computer, the interface, the mic, the cables, my headphones, like all of that. I just fell directly onto it. I was like,
God.
fuck.
Jesus.
But I was like, okay, like back hurt for like a minute and then it was fine. And I was
Okay.
like, all right, I got to take everything out and make sure it's fine.
Right.
So computer booted up. Nothing else looked damaged. It's like, well, we'll record the podcast and find out.
Yeah.
And everything appears to be fine. It's not a huge deal.
Wow, that sucks. You fell down the stairs today, man.
I did. And the first time too, I've lived in that house since December and I have not ever fallen down the stairs before. This is the first time.
Wow, that's a good way to start your day.
Yeah,
you know?
No, it's not bad.
That's
I mean, I had
sign.
showered and stuff, so like it's fine. Maybe that was why. Maybe I was maybe I was still a little bit wet, and so that affected.
Yeah. So whenever you shower, do you dry completely off, like afterwards?
So I will get to there's kind of like a threshold that I call acceptably damp.
Okay.
I think that's about where I get. So it's like I could probably still dry another 15 to 20%, but it's like,
You're good enough.
Yeah,
Like, you feel
it's good enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So long as my clothes aren't sticking to me.
Right,
I think
see, that's definitely
like,
a problem.
That's where it is.
Yeah.
And then my hair, I give a little bit more leeway. So it's like that.
We have
it's
shorter
like,
hair, so it's not going to take nearly as long for it to dry.
And like I put product in it and stuff. So it's like if it's a little damp, it's actually better.
Right.
Better
Okay.
throughout
Yeah.
the day.
Mhm.
So.
And probably about the same, just like with my hair.
Yeah,
It's always like
you have very long
thing,
hair. So
that, like if I shower, if I don't blow dry it, then I'm just gonna be like wet for a good part of my day.
For a while. You're like, what's that WWE wrestler? Is that the Undertaker?
Oh yeah, that's just
hair's
looks
always
wet all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah, yep, that would be him. I think it's all of them though, with the long hair. Like
that's
pretty
fair.
much all of them.
Yeah, I went through a phase where I would blow dry. I don't blow dry at all. I just towel dry. But I went through a phase where I would blow dry my hair, and then just kind of for my own amusement, I would blow dry my balls as well.
Okay, nice.
It wasn't like, I know I'm not doing anything, but it's making me laugh.
Right.
So
I was actually gonna ask your opinion on like blow drying your body, if you think that would be.
Actually, during that phase, I actually genuinely would blow dry my legs because that takes the longest to dry because I have very, very hairy legs. So like I would actually do that as a time saver sometimes.
Nice.
But at this point it's like
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I also normally I kind of adjust my shower schedule to go with like how
Like where
long
you have
it
to
takes
be.
me. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So it's like I normally shower. If I'm showering in the morning, it's because I don't have anywhere to be. But if I have somewhere to be in the morning, I shower at night just because I know I'm not going to wake up So
to everything that you have to do before you go somewhere.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes sense. That's a great way to start a podcast right there.
yeah, absolutely. So what was something from this week that you enjoyed?
You know what?
That's how we're starting this, by the way, in case
Yeah.
anyone was confused.
I was like actually having a hard time picking what I was gonna talk about this week because I actually did quite a few fun things this week. But I think the thing that I finally settled on was I watched Guava Island.
Guava Island is awesome.
Yeah, it was really
so great.
wonderful. It was such a really awesome experience.
Yeah, that was one that I was like kind of hesitant to watch because I really don't like musicals. And this is it is a musical, but like it's not really like your traditional musical at all.
Not at all.
And it's especially so for those that don't know, Guava Island is a short film from Childish Gambino, also known as Donald Glover, also stars Rihanna, and it basically is just kind of a recontextualization of all the music he's put out since This Is America. So like This Is America's in it. The 2 songs from the Summer Pack EP are in it. One of the tracks he did on Saturday Night Live was in it, which that's what I was so excited to hear.
And that was so wonderful.
It was so great. Yeah. Like ever since, for those that don't know, so he, Childish Gambino premiered This Is America and another song called Saturday on his Saturday Night Live performance. And so This Is America, this track and music video released as soon as he performed it. But there was never like an official release of Saturday. And that song was amazing. Had these
so cool.
Fantastic, like a bunch of percussion, and it was full band and like this amazing guitar riff that's throughout it. Yeah. And so, there is like an actual, like a traditional version of it in Guava Island. So I was really, really excited about that.
It was wonderful. That's like closer to the end. He's like, whenever he's performing on the stage and everything.
Yeah,
it's
so
fantastic.
Good. Also directed by Hiro Murai. He is a phenomenal director. He did the music video for This Is America. He also directs a good chunk of his show Atlanta, which is one of, if not the best show on television.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's just a really great experience.
It is, and it's only like 45 minutes or something like that. It's a really short, easy watch. If you have Amazon Prime, I definitely
absolutely.
recommend that.
The animation at the beginning was amazing.
It was,
too,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which I was so delighted to see that. Like, that was so cool.
It was cool. It was a really awesome like setup
to
this like cool, almost like fantasy style like storyline about this island.
Yeah, it was so great. And
you know, something that I found interesting about it was like the way that they use language. Like throughout it, because like on this island, like there's like several different languages being used, like predominantly English, but then you have people speaking Spanish, and then there's also like island dialect stuff going on there. Where I was like, it's really cool that they're just kind of keeping this like it's ambiguous as to where this could be located, what anybody's ethnicity or anything like that is. It's just this kind of like amalgamation of stuff, which is really really
and
cool.
I loved how it kind of. Did you see his whole Adidas thing?
I didn't. I mean, I saw them on Instagram, but I didn't really like watch any of them.
So there's a compilation of them on his YouTube, and it's basically just these very short little videos pertaining to. He has 3 different shoes with Adidas.
Okay.
And so he made these like kind of short little films, not short film in the way that Guava Island is. Like they're like a minute or 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That just kind of tie into that. But he released like a statement about it, and he was basically just. The whole reason for the execution and doing it that way was because he's trying to impart the idea that like rich is a concept, and that's something that really ties in with Guava Island.
Absolutely.
I don't know if this is. Do you think it would be considered a spoiler to say like what he says like before he goes into This Is America?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Okay, so basically, so like before he does This Is America in Guava Island, there's a line that he says where he's basically just like, he's saying like where they are in this factory on Guava Island is America, because anywhere that you have that in order to get rich, you have to make somebody else way richer is America.
Yeah.
And so it was a really cool kind of recontextualization of This Is America.
Yeah.
And also like thematically really ties into like the stuff he was doing with the Adidas.
Promos. And like you said, I mean, from there, even the performance of the song, like the way that he's performing it is very
terrific.
like it's like you said, a recontextualization of the song itself that I thought was really. All of the music is really fantastic.
It's wonderful.
But yeah, that was a really fun experience, and then not to say too much about it, but like it also has moments where you're like, oh wow, like it's not just this. I was expecting like this like kind of lighthearted like romp, but it definitely kind of makes you.
It is very much in line with all of the live action stuff he's been doing post Community.
Yeah.
So like he has that. What was the name of that other short film?
It was Clapping for the Wrong Reasons, I believe.
It's definitely in line with that. It's in line.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up because that's also directed by the same guy.
Samurai, and so it's definitely in line with like thematically and tonally in line with Atlanta as well. Where you have like because Atlanta's funny, but it's also
serious.
Like,
it tackles a lot of different.
I think he described it as like Twin Peaks for Black people.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And so I think those like kind of really intense moments that you would see in Twin Peaks, like you definitely see that style showing up in Guava Island as well as Atlanta and everything else.
Yeah. So that was my thing. So what did you do this week that you really enjoyed?
So I had a couple different ones. So I'm actually gonna do. I'm going to talk about two things kind of in brief because neither one do I want to go like super in depth about. So the first was actually not as much this week as it was literally yesterday. But Tyler, the Creator, put out a new album.
I was going to bring that up later.
It's called Igor. And it's really cool. It's very different from anything else he's done before. But it is also still a very logical progression coming from his last album, Flower Boy, which I fucking adore. I love that album so much. That was probably my favorite hip hop record of 2017 and also definitely made my top 10 of that year.
Yeah.
That record slaps. But yeah, like you can definitely see how we got to this album from Flower Boy. But I think the most interesting thing about it is that there's just barely any rapping on it.
Yes.
It is very...
Especially, like, there's like very little from him at all.
Yeah.
Like, there's some, like...
there's a lot of
guests,
singing from him, but, like, a lot of guests. And a lot of just, like, very instrumental passages. Like, and a lot of it, like, the vibe I got from it was that he was kind of trying to make the vocals just another instrument and not be like a standout thing with the instrument supporting it. It's kind of all supposed to be one thing. The thing I could most compare it to would be it's almost akin to like a Flying Lotus record, like approaching it from that mindset. Because he actually wrote, I don't know if you saw this, he tweeted out this little statement that was basically just like, this is not Flower Boy, this is not Cherry Bomb, this is not a Goblin. It's like, don't go into this expecting a rap album. In fact, don't go into it expecting anything. Like just dive right in.
And he also mentioned that it was like, don't listen to any of these songs out of context. Like, listen to this whole thing as an experience. That's the way that this is supposed to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can even get that too. So he put out a music video for Earthquake.
I didn't watch it, but I saw it.
It's really cool. It's really funny. It's got like a great little intro. It's kind of like this like a 70s variety show parody.
Okay, nice.
But it's really funny. But like the video ends super abruptly. And because that's just how the song ends. And it's also like, you can tell it's like, this is part of a bigger thing. So I don't really know what his plan is in terms of
if there's going to be more
videos and stuff. Yeah. And he's put out these short little visual things here and there. Like there's one, like the intro track is called Igor's Theme. And it's just like a bunch of him like kind of standing with himself making some goofy faces.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool.
That.
It looks awesome.
That was
like,
cool. Yeah.
He did a great job. Those are also on, they're on Spotify too. If you like,
really?
Play the song, it has like the little visuals on there, which I love. That's one of my favorite like newer Spotify features is being able to put like visuals in portrait for songs. Like I think that's a really cool thing. If the next time I put something out on Spotify, I'm definitely going to make visuals to pair it.
Yeah, it's cool that it does that. Great.
So Igor is really cool. I don't really know too much about the like the character because I know there is kind of a narrative and like Igor is like a specific character. I don't really know a lot about that. Obviously, the album just came out yesterday. I've only listened to it twice, but it was super enjoyable. At least upon my first two listens, my favorite track was "What's Good." Okay. That song just fucking goes. That one has the most rapping on it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of the. It's kind of the Who Dat Boy of this album.
Yeah.
But it's really good. I liked it quite a bit. And then the other thing that I think is great that I want to talk about is Seventh Heaven. So Seventh Heaven. So I've expressed my love for Seventh Heaven before. In me, I have a track on pretty much background music called Seventh Heaven's Gate, which is a specific reference to, because there's an episode of Seventh Heaven where the episode starts with the kid seeing a newspaper that's talking about the Heaven's Gate deaths, and the dad, who is a pastor, has to explain that cults and church are not the same thing, even though his explanation does not make a good case for them not being the same thing. So Seventh Heaven is like, Man, so for those that don't know what it is, it was a show that was on the WB and then the CW whenever that shift happened in the 2000s. It ran forever. I think there's like
so
11
long?
seasons or some shit, but it went from like the mid to late 90s into the 2000s. And it has pretty much the most notable cast member is Jessica Biel. She was on that show for many, many years and then went on to be a successful otherwise. But like, it's basically just, if you want to peek into the type of media that Southern conservative Christian moms really, really loved during that time period, it is Seventh Heaven.
Yeah.
So just kind of some background on Scott and I. So we were both raised in Texas and raised in the church. We met because we were both going to a private Christian school together.
Yeah.
And we were just kind of kindred spirits that were into alternative shit, and we clung to each other like wreckage in a storm. But yeah, so I just find like Christian stuff really... Part of it is that I find it fascinating. The other part is that it's hilarious because I recognize all the goofy ass Christian things from just being in the church for so long. But it's just, it is one of my favorite things to ironically view because... Okay, so there's two types of episodes of Seventh Heaven. There are the learning episodes where they teach the audience about something that they might not know about, like Tourette's, and how Tourette's and ADD are not the same thing.
What?
Which is like, watching that episode was like, were people mixing those up? Because they seem really different. They seem really different.
I don't know, man.
I have no idea, though. I'm not a doc. Maybe they're actually more similar than I think. Maybe I'm the dumbass. Who knows?
Right.
But then the other type of episode are the Christian moral outrage episodes where it's like the kid goes to a party and he drinks alcoholic punch and then it's just the dad loses his goddamn mind.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to know where to start with Seventh Heaven, honestly, the first episode is a really great primer for what the series is, if you have any interest in it. But my personal favorite episode is the one starring NSYNC's Lance Bass. He's a guest star on that episode. I was let down because Hulu's description of, which that's where this is, if you want to watch it, it's all on Hulu. The description for it on Hulu made it seem as if Lance Bass was playing himself in this episode, but he was not. He was playing a character in the show, and he just happened to be NSYNC's Lance Bass.
God, it would have been cool if he was.
It would have been so great. That's why
awesome.
I wanted to watch it. But it is just, if you grew up in the church or just around religious people or in the South or anything, or you just find that stuff really funny and you want to see Barry Watson really, really overact at every possible opportunity, watch Seventh Heaven. It's super fun. I like it a lot.
It really is. It definitely is like this accurate portrayal of what our growing up, the people that we grew up around were like.
Yeah, it's super recognizable. It's really, really recognizable. Because my parents didn't really even watch it. Like, I mean, my dad...
Oh, mine did.
Yeah, oh, no, yeah. I'm sure your parents did. No, like, my mom didn't really watch it. My dad has been an atheist his entire life, so, like, I know he wasn't watching it. But, like, yeah, just... as I was watching the show, I remember thinking, like, I guarantee... Scott's stepmom watched this.
Oh,
like,
100%. She would make me sit there and watch marathons of that shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Yeah. No, yeah, it was, you can see, especially also, a lot of our friends, or not even just friends, but the people that we went to high school with. It's like, oh yeah, that's like these people for sure. Yeah. Those parents, like, you can almost pick out, like, that was so-and-so's mom. I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, yeah. I know who we're both thinking. No, and it's like, the best moments are, like, in the moral outrage episodes, when... They try to portray something that they clearly don't understand, which that's kind of just like a key in bad writing is like people trying to tackle subject that they have no idea about. Another good example of this is like Law and Order SVU. Like they try to do like these topical episodes. Yeah. I'm about to say the Gamergate episode or like the transgender teenager episode. Holy Christ, did they fumble that? But yeah. But so it's like they try to tackle these subjects, but they do it in such a specifically churchy way. Like I remember there was a guy, like one of the youth pastors at my youth group, whenever I was a kid, like he had this like really intense way of describing situations that he didn't think kids should be in. So it's just like, oh yeah, so you just go to parties, right? You go to parties and you're drinking, you're having a good time. Like, so it's those types of moments, but you can tell it's like, there's an episode I watched last night where the youngest son, or I mean, I guess he's technically, because they have twins at one point, which like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. So it was a quick detour. The show was called Seventh Heaven because there were 7 members of the family. And then I think in like season 5 or some shit, they have 2 twins. So now it's called Seventh Heaven because there are 7 kids. But then there's also like a bunch of other kids that live in their house too, and it's just
I forgot about those 2 little horribly acted bastards, twin boys. Yeah, wow.
That are very obviously different ages.
Yeah.
Not twins at all. Yeah. But there was an episode I watched where, so not the little baby kid, but like the other youngest son.
Was it Simon?
Simon. Yeah. That piece of shit. So he goes to a party. And he's like begging his friend to take him to this cool guy party. And so like even just the build up to it, like the conversations he's having, he's like, I just want people to think I'm cool. I want people to like me because I'm wild and crazy. And it's just like, no 10th grader has ever spoken like that.
Right.
Or ever will speak like that. And it's just like, yeah, like you could conceivably make a compelling story about like a 10th grader going to a senior party and not being prepared for it. Like that's not an inherently bad premise.
It's been done before.
Yeah, exactly. So. It's been done really well before, but like this was just the absolute wrong way of tackling it because like no one acts like an actual person.
Right.
And so it's just like he's at the party and he's drinking punch and then it's just like, yeah, have some more punch because he doesn't realize there's alcohol in it. Well,
obviously also this is being written by people that have no idea
exactly.
about these situations or how to write for this age of character or anything like that.
And that's kind of what I was getting at.
40-year-old white males writing.
Yeah, absolutely. Brenda Hampton is the creator of that series.
Okay, well, there you
go. But yeah, so like that's what I was talking about with like the comparison to like the pastor, the youth pastor that's really intense because it's just like that dude was not invited to like high school parties where there was alcohol and shit.
Yeah.
You know how I know that? Because this is the career you wanted. You wanted to be a fucking youth pastor. You wanted to talk to high school kids about not making the same mistakes that you never made.
Right.
Or you assumed other people were making.
Exactly.
Yeah. Seventh Heaven is super fun. People should watch it.
Okay, Seventh Heaven, obviously wonderful. Go check it out. Guava Island is really great.
Guava Island and Igor.
Yeah, definitely so.
Check them all out. They're super fun. So we actually did plan something. I know in the intro I said we didn't plan anything. I lied. We actually did plan one thing. But this is a topic that is very near and dear to my heart, and I know it is near and dear to yours as well, Scott.
Absolutely.
And that is fast food. So it's been a pretty popular thing for YouTubers and podcasters and whatever to do their fast food tier lists. Like H3 did it, Super Mega did it, a bunch of people are doing it. You've seen somebody do it. So we figured we would take a crack at it, which if you're tired of hearing about it, that's fair, but
you can fast forward.
We're
or you can stop
anyway.
Listening entirely.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not gonna get any better than this. So we're basically gonna. I have tiermaker.com pulled up here, which is really great and mobile friendly. You can basically just make the tier list like directly on your phone, and it looks like you can just export the image file straight from the site. So that's super cool. So the main thing that we are concerned with, and something that we've seen a lot of other people that do this not really address, is that they will rank fast food places that they've never had.
Yeah.
And they've never been to and they don't really know anything about. So we are going to not do that. So we're strictly going by our experiences and what we've had. So we're not going to waste our time ranking something that either we don't go to frequently or we've only had like once or just never heard of. We're just going to skip over all that shit.
Maybe if you've only been somewhere once, maybe you had like a really horrible experience there, but can you really justify ranking it somewhere because of that one experience? But anyway,
yeah. For sure. So jumping right into it. So the first one up on the website here is Arby's. Yeah. And also just actually before we get started, so the rankings are, you have personal favorite or SS, and then S, A, B, C, D, F, and then it's on here it's a bunch of question marks, so you could do Z or double S, whatever you want. So just like that's the worst,
trash.
bottom of the barrel, bottom of the barrel, worst of the worst. Yeah. So Arby's.
Okay. I don't know why you would go to Arby's.
I don't either. So my thing with Arby's is that if there are really no other options, and like you can't, like if you're like on a road trip or something and like the McDonald's exploded and you can't go there And the only other thing is like, all right, you can grab some jerky and Snickers from this gas station, or you can head. I was gonna say though, as soon as I said that, I'm like, nah, but that's actually like better road trip food than Arby's, because you're gonna have to shit in 30 minutes.
How can you eat all that cheese and Arby's sauce in the car?
In a moving vehicle? Absolutely not.
No, not doing it.
It is super messy. Now, really, the only thing with Arby's for me is I do like their curly fries. That's
true. But you can get curly fries at a lot of different
It's
places.
like there are other places.
They are a little bit different, I'll say.
For sure.
And the Jamocha shake. You cannot discount the Jamocha shake. It's a coffee shake.
That's
really
true.
good. I can't think of another place that has
something like that.
Something like that. But it's not a reason to go to Arby's.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you can. It's not exactly the same thing, but like McDonald's has the like the McCafe drinks, and so you can get like those like Frappuccino style like blended drinks.
Yeah, you can surely find a solid replacement.
Yeah,
anywhere.
Sure. Yeah. So I wouldn't put Arby's bottom of the barrel, but I would probably go ahead and give them an F.
Give them an F. Okay, we can kind of recategorize based on like whatever other terrible things.
That's true. Yeah, we can always adjust this later.
Later, we're like, maybe that's not actually an F. But yeah, we can put it in the F. I would say F or D.
F or D. Yeah, we can come back to it. But okay, so next one we got here is A&W.
I don't know if I can.
You never been to an A&W?
I don't think so. I mean, I've been to them, but I probably have opted for Long John Silver's over A&W.
Oh, geez, that's rough.
Yeah,
I fucking hate Long John Silver's. Yeah. But so A&W is I went through a phase. I went through an A&W phase whenever I was in, like, when I first got my driver's license, like when I was in high school, because there was one in Denton, and then there was also, wasn't there one in Little Elm too?
There was one in Little Elm.
Yeah, so I would go to those like relative because they were nearby, and it's like, all right, it's not McDonald's, and it's like reasonably priced. The main thing with A&W is that like the root beer is very good.
The draft root beer.
Yeah, you get the draft root beer in the frosted mug, and that's really good. But as far as an actual like fast food burger place goes, it was fine. Really, but
Do they
also
have those
not.
out here?
I don't think so. Yeah, we're in Nashville now, and I don't think I've never seen one here. Yeah, I don't even know if those are still in Texas either.
That's true.
Yeah, they very well, stuff gets changed and developed there all the damn time, so who knows. But yeah, I mean, it is perfectly average. It is just okay. So, yeah, I mean, given the quality of the root beer is nice, but it just being otherwise, like, I don't know, it's pretty inoffensive. Like, it's not bad, but it's also not like really anything.
Do you think like inoffensive is like a C, or do you think
that's what I was
like
gonna say? I think C, like right in the middle.
That's what I think too.
Yeah. Okay, this is one we'll get into this. Jack in the Box.
Okay, so
yeah, you and I have some Jack in the Box memories when we used to live together.
Dude. I mean, those tacos, that's really hard to. It's trash food though.
It's so horrendous. It's trash and like food. Some of the worst shits I have ever had were from
after eating
Jack
13
in the Box
tacos.
Yeah, for sure. But it's 2 tacos for $1. Not even Taco Bell can meet that dollar value.
And many times, whenever we were first moved out here and broke, just grabbing
it was
shitload of tacos for everybody
from our apartment. So like we went there all the time.
Yeah. So I mean, those situations definitely.
So like the thing with Jack in the Box,
they were there for us. Jack in the Box was there for us.
They were there for us, but at what cost though?
Yeah.
I mean, the cost was $1 for 2 tacos, but like I'm talking like the physical toll it took. I just can't. And again, like I do like Jack in the Box.
Sometimes
Jack in the Box. I do still like the curly fries. Like the curly fries are good, and like they also do. I can give them points for ingenuity in that like they have their stoner meals,
right? Yeah,
which are just
the
like
munchy meals,
the late night munchy boxes or whatever. Yeah. So it's just like, yeah, you can get like cheese soaked curly fries on a double burger,
but only after like 2 a.m.
Yeah,
and it's all
like,
in one box. Good luck.
Yeah, have fun. We're not gonna give you a fork.
Yeah.
So yeah,
like no, that's what I want though.
yeah, exactly. No, if you're stoned at 2 a.m. and it's just like, oh shit. Yeah. You don't want to cook anything.
Thank you.
Yeah. So where would you put them?
Man, it's tough. I might honestly rank them a little bit. I think I'm gonna go with a B.
With a B.
I think that's been my favorite place to go out of all of these. I was
gonna say D. Like I think it is better than Arby's for sure.
Yeah,
but
you think quality wise, you're gonna put it lower than? But okay, so this is also not just about quality, right?
This
is
true.
The overall experience.
That is true. Overall experience, and this is another thing that I've seen not get addressed in these videos properly. The number one determining factor for me when choosing fast food is dollar value. Like how much bang am I getting for the buck? And so Jack in the Box, that is kind of unparalleled. Like
absolutely,
it is. You can get the
you
most.
You can go
money,
spend $5.
The most food
get
for the least
10
amount of money.
tacos.
Exactly. So that's true.
I think that dollar amount definitely like is what
that
puts
does
it
give
into
it a
the B
boost.
for me. Though I could see an argument for C as well.
I was going to say,
I could see an argument for
C. I think C is actually
I think that's good.
Accurate.
We're meeting in the middle there. I think
for
that's
sure.
Fair.
Boston Market. Have you ever been?
Trash.
Okay.
Trash food. Put that at the very bottom of the list.
All right, I will put that down there for you.
Never eat at a Boston Market, guys.
I think I've been there. I think I went there once when I was like
Never
8, and I don't remember it.
Never eat there.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. You're going to get sick.
Holy shit. Wow.
Like, no,
so is there like a specific story attached to this?
No, but it's like a buffet style place that's like 20.
No.
It's like southern, like it's Thanksgiving food pretty much. Like you want some like sliced turkey and green bean casserole and stuff like that that has sat here all day. Yeah, don't go there. Don't go there at night if you're ever gonna go.
Holy shit.
Those green beans have been there for 12 hours.
For God, I
don't know.
Okay, so like I really don't like Golden Corral. But I think I would go to Golden Corral over Boston Market, knowing that's what it is.
Yeah,
because I actually never really
don't go to Boston Market.
Oh God. Okay. Next we got Auntie Anne's.
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine.
Pretzels are good.
Yeah, actually, decent pretzels.
I was at the mall the other day and I got some little pretzel hot dogs.
Yeah,
and it was good.
They're
a little overpriced, I will say.
That's my thing with them too, because there are like other like local pretzel places or whatever that you can get like a comparable pretzel for a little less. But it's really not bad. It's not super egregious. It's like if you're gonna
kind
be
of in that inoffensive category to
for
me.
sure. I definitely think like kind of in the same like
no, we
A&W
definitely
ballpark.
need to address this price point here because so is that still on a C? With it being because I mean if I remember right, I got like a little thing of pretzel dogs, like it was the little mini ones, not like a big one, but I think it was like $7 for that and a lemonade.
Oh geez,
that's just I wouldn't go there. It's just that I was at the mall.
That's the okay,
and that
so
seemed like a snack.
Auntie
I wouldn't
Anne's,
do that, you know.
Here's my theory on Auntie Anne's. I think it is great if you're a teenager and you're spending the day at the mall.
Yeah,
because that's something you and I did a lot. Like we would go to the Stone Bar Mall in Frisco, and like we would be there for like hours. And so
it's just
and so like if you didn't want like a full meal like at the food court or whatever, and you just wanted like a little something, but
you just want to do something different,
you got your allowance or your parents' money, whatever. So it's like, all right, I'll hop over to Auntie Anne's and get a pretzel and stuff. It's also kind of in that same. Auntie Anne's is owned by Cinnabon.
Oh, they are.
And so
okay,
I
that
think
makes sense.
they are
That's
like pretty similar. I think that's something. I think Super Mega pointed that out in their tier list.
Interesting. But I wasn't aware that they were owned by the same people. But also, okay, so I don't think people are usually going to Auntie Anne's for a meal.
No, certainly not.
This is like a snack food. Like I'm gonna get a pretzel, I'm gonna snack on it, maybe share it. Yeah. You know, that kind of thing. Like this is kind of it's definitely different. I would definitely call it fast food, but it's like I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, I would probably, because it is good.
I'd say it's good. Yeah,
I like it, but it is. Yeah, that price point is a little too high. Because at first I was like, it's not that bad, is it? But then when you pointed that out, and then I started thinking about all the times I didn't get Auntie Anne's because of the price point. It's like, I don't know about that.
And also, like, are they anywhere except for exclusively inside malls?
I've never seen a standalone Auntie Anne's. Yeah. I don't know why you would need one. Yeah. Maybe it's like, what is it, like those places like Fat Mo's where it's like, oh yeah, it's like you can't go in, but it's like they're out like that.
Yeah, maybe so.
Or I could see that being in like on a boardwalk or something like that.
Yeah.
But I've never seen.
I've only ever seen them in malls. The same with Cinnabon. I don't think I've ever seen a standalone Cinnabon.
Yeah,
either.
same.
I'm thinking probably D.
Yeah,
like that's what I'm thinking.
That's what I was thinking too. Okay, this should be a pretty easy one. I think we're both in agreement on Burger King.
Where are you putting Burger King? I'm interested.
So Burger King for me, I would probably so Burger King dollar value very high because you can get a shitload of chicken nuggets for like $1.50. Right. Mm-hmm. So like that dollar value is pretty high.
I will say like the individual burgers, like if you're getting like, unless you're getting just like a regular Whopper or something, then like they do start to get more expensive.
Yeah, for sure.
But
yeah. So you can do that have those value. Exactly. Like you have that at like Wendy's and McDonald's too, where it's like their actual like combos are a little more, but like you can definitely eat cheap.
You can dollar menu it up.
But that said though, I've had Jack in the Box tier experiences from Burger King.
Yeah.
Pretty much the only thing I consistently like from Burger King are the chicken fries.
Gotcha.
And that is pretty much it. Like I think their burgers are like at best okay. Like,
I like the charbroiled like flavor in the sesame bun, but it's
that's
not
the thing. I do like the
enough
sesame
for
bun,
me
but
to
yeah,
like
certainly
go
not
there
enough
over. Yeah,
for like that bad like I can feel like this is bad lettuce every time. Like this is not good lettuce.
And I really don't like their fries very much.
I don't like their fries either.
Yeah.
Like they're too thick and not crispy enough.
Yeah,
and
I
not
totally
salted
agree.
enough.
And also, yeah. No, that's a pretty consistent thing.
I'm gonna say I would put Burger King probably at an F alongside Arby's because again with Arby's it's like curly fries are pretty good, but other than that,
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go with you on that. Though I did hear the other day they're getting spicy chicken nuggets.
Burger King is?
Yeah.
Okay, just to try and take a jab at Wendy's for getting rid of theirs. Right. Yeah.
What else did I see? Oh no, yeah, it was Burger King. Okay, have you seen this real meals thing, dude?
No.
It's like the depression meals. It's like sometimes
Christ.
it's like the opposite of a happy meal. It's like sometimes life sucks. Like,
oh my lord, is this like actual marketing?
Yeah, it's like five like Burger Kings are doing this.
Jesus.
Or it's like, yeah, there's an ad.
Holy shit! Yeah, that'll be something to watch. Holy Christ! Oh man. Okay. Yeah, with Burger King. Also, I will say I harbor a little bit of spite for Burger King. So Burger King and Tim Hortons, which if you don't know, Tim Hortons is a coffee place or just a breakfast place in Canada. And it used to be like unequivocally the best cup of coffee in Canada. Aside from like a local coffee place, of course, but like I'm talking about like chains, like Tim Hortons was the place to go for fucking coffee. So my dad is Canadian, and so like whenever we would go up there, we would always get Tim Hortons, and it was fucking amazing. Like it was so good, and he would bring back like big containers of Tim Hortons ground coffee, and it fucking ruled. It was so good, but. Burger King and Tim Hortons, their parent companies merged, and so now Tim Hortons coffee sucks.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So now it is true. Like you can look this up. In Canada, the most popular place to get coffee now is McDonald's.
Wow.
That is the number one place Canadians get coffee.
And it's actually I've always heard about Tim Hortons. I've never been there, but I've always heard like donut and coffee, now. Man, that's it. Yeah.
But no, apparently, and there's actually like, I was looking at this, I think it was like a Reddit thread from a while ago, but like basically Canadians were like, there's a lot of like this hasn't been confirmed, but there's a lot of speculation just amongst citizens that like, ever since that merger, like they've been getting their coffee from different places, but Canadian McDonald's have now been getting their coffee beans from where Tim Hortons was getting it. So like McDonald's is now the place to get coffee. So I harbor that little bit of resentment towards Burger King for making Timmy's worse.
Yeah, no, that's super fair. You know, I also heard this about McDonald's the other day. That like the actual like syrup that they get for Coca-Cola is different.
It is different. Yes,
like
Coke tastes
else, like,
different at McDonald's than other places. Yeah, that is confirmed.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I still don't really like Coke all that much. I just don't really like colas in general.
Yeah, I think
I do like soda.
I don't like soda. I don't drink soda. Really.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can fuck up some soda. Specifically, like a good cream soda is my shit.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You know, I fucking love cream soda. But like just cola though. So like Coke and Pepsi and like
Dr.
RC,
Pepper,
just
Mr.
those.
Pibb, like all those.
Dr. Pepper, I don't think is technically a cola, but I do like
Well, I guess I understand.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper I do like, but it's not. But even then, it's like
that's
I'd
like
much
my go-to.
rather have.
That's something that bothers me about fast food restaurants is that like I don't really drink soda.
Yeah.
But I want a combo meal because I want fries. You know what
exactly.
I mean? So I always have to get a soda.
Yeah.
And so if I do, then it's pretty much Dr. Pepper.
And that's
unless they have one of those like mix it up things.
This is something I was going to bring up later for whenever we eventually talk about Wendy's. But with Wendy's, you can actually get a bottled water with your combo for no upcharge. Yeah, so that's my shit that I always do. Okay, next Checkers, or depending on your region, Rallies.
Right, I always liked it.
I always liked it too.
I like those fries, man.
Yeah, I've definitely had some like experiences, like not quite like Jack in the Box tier stomach pains, but like I've definitely had some hit or miss ones. But there was one here in Nashville that we used to go to all the time. Yeah. So actually. So there were like 3 or 4 different Checkers in Nashville. Mm-hmm. All of them closed. And then like 2 or 3 years later, all of them, except for the one that we used to go to, reopened. Gotcha. So the one off West End isn't there anymore, but like all the other ones actually
I didn't even know
reopened.
where the other ones were.
Yeah. There's one actually where Grimey's is now.
Oh, really?
There's a Checkers right there because Donovan and I, my roommate Donovan.
Oh, where Grimey's moved.
Yes,
gotcha.
Great record shop.
I still haven't been there, dude.
Really? Yeah.
I want to go so bad. I've got some record spending money, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. For the non-Nashvillians, Grimey's is the best record shop in Nashville, kind of bar none.
Probably anywhere. It's a really cool place.
Yeah, Grimey's rules. Those guys are awesome. But they opened up. They moved to a new building not terribly long ago. And it's really nice. I'm very happy that they got a cool building to be in now with a much better parking lot.
That's great.
That is the biggest thing about going to Grimey's before.
So
was that
hard.
Parking lot was trash.
So hard.
Yeah.
Getting out of it
Yeah,
like if you parked in the front,
because if you park in the front, there's a light pole that was precisely where you needed to back up every time. So it's just like,
and that traffic on 8th can get really bad.
Yeah,
it's really
absolutely.
hard to like back up in it.
Horrible. Yeah. But all this to say, there's a Checkers by the new Grimies. And I went there semi recently. It's a fine burger with some pretty rock solid fries.
I really like those fries.
And
like
again, that dollar
they're like
value is
seasoned
really
fries, but it's a little bit different.
It's pretty much like
the
texture and seasoning of a curly fry, but it's not curly.
Yeah.
And I think Checkers fries are better than Arby's curly fries. But yeah, for that dollar value and everything, I would probably put Checkers at about a B.
I'm gonna take you up on that. I'm gonna go with B. Yeah.
Okay. Chick-fil-A.
Man, that's
Chick-fil-A is a tough one for me. So like, I tend not to go to Chick-fil-A very often because just from a political standpoint, they give a lot. They give millions of dollars to anti-LGBT causes every single year. So that is kind of tough for me. Now, that said, though, I don't really believe that me opting to not go to Chick-fil-A super often is actually making much of a difference.
Yeah.
Like my personal, like them not getting my dollar does
own,
not really affect their bottom line at all. It's not, and it's also not really the best way, the most effective way to protest that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, putting heat on them on social media will do way more than you just not going to their restaurant. Yeah. But it is just kind of a personal thing for me. Like, I just don't really feel comfortable with it a lot of the time. But that said, though, back when I worked at GameStop, that was the best fast food place, like by the store. Like that was just the best place. And they had a really well-designed mobile app that worked very well. So I could, and the place was always fucking packed. Like it was just lines out the door and like the drive-through line was like going into the street. But like with that mobile app, it's like, okay, I'll like say I'm here when I'm like at the light turning in. And then by the time I walk in, it's like I can just grab it and go.
Yeah, that's great.
So it's like, and the quality is really consistent. I can't really think of another fast food place.
Incredibly consistent.
Yeah,
like
aside from like Whataburger. I can't really think of a place that is that consistent.
Yeah,
like
no,
Chick-fil-A.
I mean, it's like.
And like that Chick-fil-A sauce, while it isn't.
Oh, God, it's so good.
I was going to say, it's not anything, because you know the actual ingredients, right? It's
honey mustard, barbecue, and ranch, right?
Yeah, something
That's
like
pretty
that.
much it. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's like their honey mustard, barbecue, and ranch.
Yeah. But
so whatever
nonetheless,
those
it's
ingredients
not
are,
particularly difficult to make, and it's not like
I've actually been meaning to try and make my own.
Yeah, it's not this insane like.
See, because if I could
groundbreaking
do
sauce,
that, if I could replicate Chick-fil-A sauce, I wouldn't ever go back.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I could just fry some chicken at home.
Yeah,
because I know how to make like a very similar batter to what they have at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
and so it's that sauce that keeps me coming back.
Yeah, and I think for like if somehow you've never been to Chick-fil-A and like but you've heard like all these insane amazing things about it. The thing with Chick-fil-A's breading is that it's kind of sweet. The secret to it is pickles, but it does come across like kind of sweet. It's not like if you're like a hot chicken fan and like you have to have like that level of like spice and intensity.
They do have a spicy chicken sandwich though.
Yeah, they do have
it's not
that, but
hot,
it's
but
not
like,
real. Like
yeah.
I can handle their spicy chicken sandwich, which means it's not spicy. Like I cannot. I'm Italian. We don't do heat. We do savory. But yeah, so it's not like it's not really anything. But yeah, so it's like if you want like really flavorful flavorful in that way, you are not going to get that from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But
No, that's true.
It is still like
It's a good chicken sandwich, man.
I was gonna say it is like it's
I got
probably
some
the
nuggies from there
best.
the other day. Good nuggies.
I was gonna say nuggies. Sounds so gross. It hits the ear in the same way as like the phrase "good boy points." It's just that like
yeah, I've never heard it before, but you already got me.
It's terrible. Yeah. Yeah, though, and Chick-fil-A also not. I mean, it is. I think
Price point's
less,
not great.
It's not terrible though.
not terrible.
I feel like it's a little. It's probably about the same as Wendy's, but I always think it's a little cheaper than Wendy's.
Well, honestly, if you just go get like a regular chicken sandwich, chicken sandwich is only like $4, but then you combo and everything.
Yeah,
so
and
it
like
kind of gets
$6.
up.
I always
to
get
like
the
7 or
deluxe
8
because I like the lettuce and tomato with the pepper jack. Yeah.
Tyler and I went there yesterday, actually. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. You guys can cancel me now. I go there fucking all the time.
No,
I go to Chick-fil-A
and like
all the time.
that's why I was prefacing it earlier. Like, it's not worth canceling somebody over going to Chick-fil-A. It's not for me. It's just a personal thing.
I do. Well, also it's just. It's one of the better fast food options around here.
Yes,
so
that is
it's like
very,
that's one of the
very
big
true.
things.
It's very
and like
true.
they just put one in over here off
Yeah, like,
Nolensville.
yeah.
Usually it's like I probably make a grocery shopping trip to Walmart like once a week.
Yeah.
And it's like whenever
It's
I do
right across
that,
the
it's
street from
right
Walmart.
there.
Yeah.
I go get Chick-fil-A. So, but So yesterday we went and we both got 2 large combos of the spicy chicken deluxe.
Yeah.
And it was $17.
Okay. Yeah.
For 2 meals.
Okay.
So
again,
it's not horrible.
It's really not horrible,
you know?
but it's not. I mean, it's not. You're not talking like McDonald's tier or anything like that. But it is not. It's not super terrible.
And something that I know you and I will both do too is whenever we do go get fast food, we'll like get later food.
Yes, absolutely.
You know? And Chick-fil-A is a hard place to get later food at because then you do start racking up. Like they don't have like a dollar menu where you can just get a couple Sammys, you know?
Yeah, for sure. So in terms of ranking, what are you thinking?
God, I'm probably gonna throw it on a B.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I was thinking, but I think a B is very fair.
I think I know some people that would be like S tier.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but I don't think it's quite there.
I wouldn't put it S tier either. Okay, Chipotle.
I don't eat there.
So
I've been there plenty of times. I think it's fine.
So as an avid burrito eater,
same.
I can definitely say of the major places, it is the worst. It is. Yeah. I think Qdoba is better. Mm-hmm. I think Moe's is better. I think Blue Coast is better. Or the original Blue Coast is here in Nashville. It's called Baja Burrito.
That's what I was
Baja Burrito
up.
is the top for fucking sure.
When you have Baja Burrito out here, why would you go to one of those places except for that it's closer in proximity to you?
Exactly. Because everyone has a leg up in some way. So like Qdoba, they had queso for longer, and it is much better queso. They also have a good variety of salsas that you can get, and their actual meats are pretty solid quality too. Qdoba also tends to fill me up more than any other burrito place. Like I get like fucking full from Qdoba.
Yeah.
Moe's has them beat on price point because Moe's just in general is a little cheaper, but also you always get free chips and salsa.
That you were telling me about that. I was like, that is crazy.
Yeah, Moe's you always get free chips and salsa, and so they don't have it right now. I think it was like a seasonal thing, but they had an avocado salsa that was awesome. And right now they have a pineapple salsa that is pretty good. Dude, again, the bar has been set by Baja Burrito, like their pineapple salsa.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So good. But it's still pretty good. But the fact that you get that every single meal,
that's for
sure.
Offering something free from a fast food restaurant is like that's pretty fair.
Exactly. And that's a pretty big deal. Like Blue Coast Burrito again has that pineapple salsa as their leg up, and it's comparable in price. And then I think you also get, I don't know if the chips and salsa are free, but I think they're cheaper than Chipotle.
Yeah, if I remember right, I haven't been there in so long.
Yeah, but, there's one right in front of my house.
The Blue Coast, but I mean Baja.
Yeah, Baja is like kind of far from us, so it's
whenever we lived off Thompson Lane.
Yeah, we went there all the fucking time. But, it's so good.
Yeah, but if I remember right, Baja had like the salsas were like the pineapple salsa and stuff was like free. Like they were like dispensers, like that you could just get them.
So they're right out there, So, so it's basically like Blue Coast has that, and then Baja is just better Blue Coast, because it's the original one, and it's not part of the franchise or anything, and it's just better quality. Like and the people that work there, I'm pretty sure those are like the people that fucking opened that place that are still there.
That's dope.
I could be wrong about that, but like they crush it. But Chipotle, it's like their queso sucks. It's too expensive. Yeah. It's not super filling. Like
I don't like. I've always thought it was like pretty overrated. I remember whenever I was in high school, that was like
the place. Yeah, I remember that too. But that was. I think it was just because in Texas it was either that or Freebirds, and Freebirds are just not nearly as common.
Right. Everybody freaking freaked out about Freebirds.
Yeah, Freebirds is very good. I've only had Freebirds.
I've never been.
That's why I didn't rank it there, because I've only had it once. I do remember really liking it, but I only had it once. But yeah, so I'd probably put Chipotle at about a D.
I could go lower.
You could go lower. You could put it. You know what? That is fine. I am totally comfortable putting it in F.
Yeah.
Okay, Cinnabon. So Cinnabon, I know, was a big thing for you for a while.
I really like Cinnabons, dude.
I think I've only ever had Cinnabon with you.
Yeah,
I've never had one on my own. Actually, no, I certainly have never had one on my own.
Every
I've never
time
actually
I go to the mall, I'm just like, I have to fight myself.
Yeah,
to not go get one. That's so bad for you, and it's not cheap.
Horrendous for you. Yeah, and it is not cheap either. Yeah,
and like, I could totally eat one by myself, but more than likely the reason why you ever had one was because I was like, I should not eat this by myself.
Yeah, they're big.
They're big. Yeah. They're big, and it's just too much freaking sugar, dude.
Way too much.
Too much sugar.
Where would you...
Golly, that's hard. I have a hard time with this in the same way as Auntie Anne's, where it's like, you're not going there to get a meal.
Yeah.
This is a treat.
I honestly think it's odd that both Auntie Anne's and Cinnabon are on this list to begin with.
I think so too.
I think it's a little strange.
I honestly feel a little bit weird about ranking it. Okay, so maybe think about it in the same way as like a Baskin Robbins or a Ben & Jerry's, where it's like, okay, where could I can go get a treat for $7.
Yeah.
You're not going to do that all the time.
Yeah.
But for a Cinnabon, like it's not like a bad pricing.
That's true. That's true. And I also,
it's not great, but
I view a Cinnabon as more of a treat than a pretzel.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So what do you think? Would you put it like,
I don't know.
Because we have Auntie Anne's in
I think it's
D,
pretty inoffensive.
So
I think
put it in C?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was leaning as well. Okay. Jimmy John's.
I don't think I've ever had a Jimmy John's.
So Jimmy John's is like, I've had it a few times, and
there's
every
one right
time,
over here, right?
I think so. So the thing with Jimmy John's is that it is expensive, and it's not a lot. Like the dollar value of Subway, much higher.
Oh yeah, but there's yoga mat in those buns.
What now?
You didn't know this?
What?
Yeah, an ingredient in Subway's buns is also in
yoga mats. Interesting.
Yeah, I found that out. I stopped going there.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know that would stop me. Then again, I also just don't really go to Subway super often.
Somebody pointed this out to me the other day and was like, "Do you really expect like all the stuff in your fast food to be like good? You think there's not something comparable in McDonald's?" It's like, yeah, you're probably right.
And also, like, just because it's also used in yoga mats,
it's just
doesn't
weird,
necessarily mean
it
anything.
Doesn't. It doesn't. Obviously, it's just that to me.
But it's just
like
when you hear that, like it does hit the ear in a certain way.
It does.
Like obviously, if you take a minute to think about it, you're like, okay, I guess that makes sense, and it doesn't necessarily mean anything harmful. Yeah. But it's still like once you hear it that way the first time, you can never break that association.
Like, I know this could be a yoga mat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it's just one thing that's in there. Sure. It's not like this is what they make yoga mats out of.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's not like the actual, but anyway.
Yeah, you're not taking that to mean that yoga mats are edible.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Or that Subway's bread is inedible.
Right.
No, but Jimmy John's is like, the price point is too high for pretty much nothing. Like, I remember paying, I got like an Italian sub there, and I think I paid like $9 for
That's
it.
what a lot of these sandwich places are like. It's like, this
nothing.
is too much money for a freaking sandwich,
for sure. Like,
dude.
dollar value is much higher
That's a good
at
thing about
Subway. And also, like, even a place like Jersey Mike's. Like, Jersey Mike's, actually, you can get a pretty damn good sandwich
like,
from there for the same price. For about like,
or something like that.
Yeah, from like $9 or $10. Yeah. But it's like, one, I will definitely have leftovers from Jersey Mike's. And it's also just way better. So like, I'm gonna put Jimmy John's. I'm probably gonna put him at an F tier.
I can agree with that. I can't really argue it because I've never been there. But one thing that I will say is that Jimmy John's has a sign outside that says "free smells," and I want to go and
steal that sign.
No, well, yes, but also I just want to like hang out inside of a Jimmy John's for as long as I possibly can.
Yeah, it's like
and just
free
like,
smells.
It says free smells.
I
can,
and it's just like at a certain point you're loitering. It's just like I see a free smell sign, don't see a no loitering sign.
Exactly. And it's like I just want to like, because it's a small, like whenever you go into like a little Caesars, it's just like a small little lobby thing right there where it's like people really shouldn't be hanging out in there. Yeah, I want to like walk around in there, just like, yes.
This is perfect.
So good.
No, I remember.
No, I don't want a sandwich. No.
I'm just. this is free.
Is the sandwich free? No, the smells are. Okay.
Hell yeah. No, I actually remember not the last GameStop I worked at, but the one before that. It was in Mount Juliet. It was in between a Five Guys and a Subway. So like that, I was fucking starving all the time just because like two fantastic smells at once. Yeah, one in each nostril. Okay, so this next one I'm really excited to get into because you have a very funny story about this place.
Oh, here we go.
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen. Okay, yeah. So my dad worked at Dairy Queen for like the longest time.
Yes.
Whenever he was young, that was like his first job. If I'm remembering right. Actually, no, I think it was a pizza place that was his first job. But early job, on. Yeah.
Fast food gig.
And the thing, obviously, is that there is you can turn a blizzard upside down and it won't like fall out, right?
Because it's made out of yoga mats.
Exactly. So you can do that with a blizzard, and that was like him and all the cool kids, him and his friends that worked at Dairy Queen would like do that whenever they were like giving you your blizzard out the drive-thru window, right? You can turn it upside down and be like, oh no, you got me.
It's fun, yeah.
Out.
And that's
great joke.
He trained to be a dad with those jokes in the drive-thru. Yeah,
he was always meant to be. But so there was a much less cool guy that worked there as well.
that description. He was the Dude, imagine being the
That's
lamest
how I imagine
guy.
it. My dad has. I don't know if he's ever
No,
said
he may
that
have been
he
super
was.
cool, but no, imagine being the lamest guy at a Dairy Queen.
No, that's how I imagine this in my head. Is that it's just like the lame guy is like zitted up with glasses and braces and everything, the whole
just
nine. So I imagine this has also got to be like 60s, 70s, right?
Yeah. He's just the
70s,
kid that the kid that was in the Act and American Vandal.
Yeah,
that you just wanted to hit.
And this guy does that, but with a smoothie, which just like. If you're looking at a smoothie, you should know there's no way that this is gonna go the way you
obviously,
think.
Yeah. It's not every menu item. It's like, oh, the fries don't dump. But my favorite interpretation of that is that so he dumps this thing upside down and just dumps it all over somebody's car.
Yes.
And so my thinking is he thought the cups were magic. He thought it was the cups.
He had to have, yeah. Yes, that's the story.
That's the Dairy Queen story. Is that a dipshit worked there once?
Yeah, and he dumped a smoothie over somebody's. I just wish what that dude in the car had to be like fucking
furious,
livid, dude.
Yeah.
Like what the like if somebody dumped a smoothie into my car,
yeah.
I would, who is
how
fucking
amazing
cleaning this up
been
right now? Like
if he did that and then like to try and cover, and he's just like, I know you're fucking my wife, and then quit. Yeah. Just to try and cover his own embarrassment.
I would probably quit.
Like, I absolutely would. Yeah. I couldn't go back. No. That said, though, Dairy Queen fucking sucks.
It does. Blizzards are good.
Blizzards are good, but I don't think that kind of like we were talking about earlier with the with Arby's, like that Jamocha shake is not good enough
to save it. Yeah. I mean, you can get McFlurries are also good. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Sonic has great. Ice cream.
Yeah,
things,
absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go ahead and say. Dairy Queen probably, I don't know. Would you put it in F or would you put it in Z with Boston Market?
Ooh, shit. I'm thinking F because you
tier,
can at least say you could get a Blizzard there.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Boston Market, I'm saying it's unsafe. For you to eat there.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't eat there. PSA.
Yeah,
don't eat at Boston Market.
Yeah. Okay, so next one, Dunkin' Donuts.
I think that is pretty good. I think Dunkin' Donuts is pretty good.
Okay, so Dunkin' Donuts, I think, is an important place to have because they're not very good donuts. Like you can, I always say, and as someone that I really love donuts, like find a local donut place, just do it. Like 100%. In Texas, there were so many amazing, just dirt cheap donut places. Yeah. Like there was one in front of my neighborhood.
It's amazing
that I went
that those
for
places
years.
don't really exist out here.
Yeah, it is really insane. But the trade off though is that here in Nashville there are so many amazing artisan donut places.
Yes.
Yeah, like I was gonna say $5 and Donut Den are the first two that come to mind for me.
But like
they're a little pricey.
Crap,
Donut Den's not that
good
bad.
Donuts.
But like,
I've never been to Donut Den.
Donut Den's really good.
Nice.
Yeah, they're not that bad, but no, it's like you can get like just a fucking bomb ass like croissant donut that is perfect.
Yeah, so 100-layer donut or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. So like
cronut.
Yeah, absolutely. So find a local place, support local businesses in general. You will just get some great donuts out of it. But that said, though, I do think it's important to have Dunkin' because sometimes you just want to eat garbage. Sometimes you want to feel like a little raccoon and just shove garbage into your face.
Fast and easy. And honestly, like if there was a Krispy Kreme right by my apartment, I would go there instead. Dunkin' Donut is right there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? It's very close and easy to get breakfast there.
And that's the thing.
You can get a couple donuts and a breakfast like little sandwich and a coffee for pretty cheap.
They're fine.
I actually really like their apple fritters.
Yeah, their apple fritters are good. Yeah. I was gonna say their breakfast sandwiches are good. I like their coffee too. You can get a lot of coffee for very cheap.
Exactly.
That's the thing, and so that's that dollar value too. Yes. So that dollar value is really high with Dunkin'.
I think the dollar value definitely propels Dunkin' there because. That's one thing also about like Krispy Kreme is that you're getting a better donut, but you're definitely paying a little bit more for it.
For sure. Yeah, I would honestly, I would put Dunkin' at a B.
I think it's good. I think it's a good B.
Because you get that again, like it's that there's nothing wrong with a little trash every now and again.
Yeah, I don't.
And it's.
I was actually if we were gonna do this at your apartment today, I was actually gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts and get us a couple coffees on the way in. Yeah. Just because it's good enough. You know what I mean? And
I am getting hungry, and we're talking about it. We maybe because they stay open forever.
Yeah, true.
So like, we could pop over there.
Yeah.
Okay, these next two I've never been to. So I'm just going to go ahead and so Pollo Loco, and I don't even know what this logo is, so I'm gonna say ignore that shit. Cool. Okay, so next we got Five Guys.
I really like Five Guys.
I really like Five Guys too. We were talking about this the other day, actually, I believe.
Yeah.
So with Five Guys. The quality of the burger is great.
It is.
The quality of the regular fries.
Yeah, that's just very greasy.
The Cajun fries are much better. The seasoning is much better.
I forget that that's an option.
Yes.
Last time I was there, I totally forgot that was an option.
Yeah.
I wish I would have done that.
Remembered, yeah, for sure. Yeah, so Cajun fries, the seasoning is a lot better, but even still, like the texture on them isn't great. They're not super crispy. They're super fucking greasy.
Yeah, very.
But the main thing that detracts from Five Guys is that price point. It is way too high.
Yeah,
it is way too expensive for what you're getting. Again, it is good. I do
good
really
burger,
like
man.
it. I
It's a
really
good
enjoy
burger.
it, but it is too pricey.
And there's not a lot of places around here that offer like a quality fast food burger
Like that?
Yeah.
That's very true.
You know?
Because there's no Whataburgers.
I heard there was a Shake Shack in Green Hills.
I was going to say, if Shake Shack's on here, I got a lot of... I really like
I've
Shake
never
Shack.
been there.
Really
but
like Shake Shack.
I would love to go.
Yeah,
I've heard great things. Yeah,
it's really good. But like,
we just don't have a lot of
sure.
like quality burger fast food.
Five
places.
Guys and Shake Shack are like interesting because, or Five Guys versus Shake Shack, I think is kind of a weird comparison. Just because while they are both like quality burgers, like they're different types of burgers for sure. Like, they're pretty different.
Okay.
But yeah, Five Guys, it's a great burger. You can get decent fries if you opt for the Cajun fries, but that price point is just too high.
Yeah.
But you do get the peanuts though, which I like because they're making that burger for you fresh every single time, and so you get the peanuts while you wait.
Yep.
So that's a luxury. I do like that.
Yeah.
Where would you put it?
That's really tough because it's like I want to say it's inoffensive, but also it is a good burger.
Though. It is good. I would definitely put it
know?
above C. I'm kind of floating between B and A because like it is
Okay.
A in terms of quality, but that price point does
Which is something that we're
drag it
definitely
down.
like trying to kind of harp on.
Yeah.
And then with the fry situation not being like ideal, if it was a perfect burger and perfect
And great fries too,
easily
yeah.
an A for me. So I'm gonna say probably a B.
That is totally fair.
Because it is
I'm right with you.
it's definitely above a C in quality.
Yeah,
you
for
know what
sure.
I mean. It doesn't belong. In
Yeah,
there.
definitely so. Okay, next is Hardee's.
Or Carl's Jr.
Or yes,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Depending
yeah,
on the region, Carl's Jr. or Hardee's.
I don't really like Hardee's.
It's not very
much.
good.
Yeah.
It's really not. They have like decent fries and decent curly
It's a
fries.
bad price point too, if I remember right. It's kind of expensive.
I actually don't. It's been a minute. Dylan and I are back when I used to live with my buddy Dylan. We used to go there fairly often because he really liked it. And I get why. It is pretty good depending on the day you go. But again, like the price point, if I recall, was just average. Like it wasn't super expensive, but it wasn't really cheap either. But it was definitely like below average quality. So like I would, So it's like it's not.
Yeah, I remember going there, getting like they had like a burger of the month thing that was like I was like, oh okay, like I'll try
for
that.
sure.
That was a little bit on the pricier side, but again, you can do that anywhere.
And
the specialty burger.
and
or
it's
whatever.
like that. Plus, they're like fucking ridiculously like meathead advertising.
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
you want some hot women on a
for
burger,
sure.
and it's
Right.
like
I do want hot women on a burger. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
for sure. No, I mean it's whatever. Yeah, but it's
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't think that I'm trying to protect anyone from it. Like I am Boston
for sure.
Market.
Yeah, no, you're not trying to like be like don't ever go to Hardee's, but it's just like you can just do better than Hardee's. I think Hardee's is a very safe D.
I think
Because
totally
it is
agree.
definitely, I would definitely go to Hardee's over Arby's or Burger King for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
So next we've got In-N-Out. I don't feel super comfortable doing this one. We
don't
talked
either.
a little bit about this earlier. So like I've been there once. I thought it was
Same.
okay.
Same.
But it is kind of hard to judge it after just the once.
And it was a very long time ago.
Yes, it was a while
And it was
ago.
whenever the first one opened in Texas. And
Yeah,
I
for sure.
remember waiting for like an hour to get a burger and
Yes.
being like, wow, this is underwhelming.
It's like, yeah, it was
that's
fine.
all I really have to
for
say
sure, yeah.
about it.
So we're not really going to go
Not
into that.
ranking.
But we touched on this a bit earlier. So next is Jersey Mike's.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Jersey Mike's price point is a little high, but it is a good sandwich for sure. It is infinitely better than Jimmy John's. I think it is definitely a better sandwich than Subway for sure.
Yeah, I think so too, 100%. Yeah.
But here's the thing though, Subway is honestly not as cheap as it leads on because obviously
Not anymore.
we still associate Subway with the $5 footlongs.
Which is gone.
They don't have
It's not a
$5
thing
footlongs
anymore,
anymore.
yeah.
They don't have it anymore. They will do it occasionally, so they'll have like select footlongs that can be like $5.50, or if they have like a promotion going sometimes. But like they're not $5 footlongs anymore.
Because I used to go to this one right here and get two $5 sandwiches.
Yeah.
And that's like nearly 4 meals.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, So I was at that point. I was actually going there all the time because of how cheap it was, and also not a terrible fast food option.
No, definitely not. It definitely you don't feel like garbage after eating it.
I could make a sandwich here.
Yeah,
except for that has a little bit more options than
what you have in your fridge. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so Jersey Mike's the quality is good. Price point's a little high, but again, it's not super egregious. It's a good sandwich. I'm very comfortable putting it at a B.
I agree.
Okay. All right. This will be a good one. KFC.
Yeah.
So here's my thing with KFC. If you can find a good KFC, KFC kind of whips ass. Like,
definitely.
If you find a good KFC. That said, though, most KFCs are not good KFCs. Yeah. I think they are very, very disparate in quality.
Yeah, I totally agree. And with that being said, like there are so many other chicken places around here that you can go to to get a significantly better meal.
For sure.
And the price point's not very good.
It's not. It's like super. It's like a little. It's not quite.
Like if you want to go get a bucket of chicken, first of all, they advertise these buckets of chicken to feed like families of 4, and I'm like, dude, I will eat this.
No, absolutely not.
Like I went and got a bucket for Tyler and I one time, and I don't remember what I paid, but I remember being like, oh, this is for 4 people, so this should be good. And then I was just like,
this is not enough at all.
No.
Yeah. KFC. I do remember. Like, again, in high school, like I went through a KFC phase. And I actually, wasn't it a KFC A&W joint restaurant? Jesus Christ, what is that? So so Scott's apartment is right next to a playground.
Yeah.
And so sometimes
I love that.
It's great. It's his favorite thing. It's actually why he's chosen to stay here for so long. It's because it's like, I mean, I could go somewhere else, but like that playground is so good.
I love hearing kids all the time.
It's great. It's terrific. Yeah, it really just, a child's laughter is a gift. And so to receive a gift every day, all the time.
Every day.
Right outside your window. Yeah.
When we're recording a podcast, it's wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. But I went through a KFC phase in high school, and so I remember going there quite a bit. You and I actually went there quite a bit too, because it was right by your house. Yeah, so like it was just a short drive.
I think it was
like KFC A&W.
Was it KFC A&W or was it KFC
or was it Long John Silver's?
I
think that may have been it.
Yeah,
but I think that A&W was really close though.
You know what? I think it was a Long John Silver's A&W, and then also a KFC Pizza Hut.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
yep, that's what it was. Yeah. They were like right next to each other.
Right there.
Yep. What is it with combo restaurants like
that?
That's
weird because there was also like Taco Bell Pizza Huts and like
and those are like the only places that do it. I think it's because they I think they all have the same parent company. I think
that would make sense.
I think it's the Yum Corporation. I'm not actually like that sounds like some bullshit that would be like a throwaway joke in an 80s movie, but I actually think it's called the Yum Corporation. Right. I might be wrong about that, but yeah. So KFC when it's good is pretty damn good.
Like the Doublelicious, the sandwich with like the bacon and the cheese and the sauce. Very
because
good.
That was because they had the double down,
which was a ridiculous concept.
Insane. I think people died. I don't know about that.
I ate it too often.
I did too. Yeah. I had that so much in high school. Well, that's because we were young and invincible at the time.
Right, exactly.
So it's just we can handle this right now. Like,
that was the
we're
time
living the American dream.
I would still do it, but it would destroy me.
I would too. Yeah, absolutely. But the Doublelicious though, it was because that KFC that we went to was a good KFC.
Yeah, it was.
And so it's like it was the same flavors, but you also had a really good bun.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
So it was like
it was nice. The bun had almost like a sweetness to it or something.
Yeah, it was a little sweet, and also. Their potato wedges are great.
They are, yes.
Again, if you were at a good KFC.
Yeah. It's tough, yeah.
I don't know. I'm like that between a C and a B.
Inconsistent quality, yeah. I'm going to probably go with a C,
that's
honestly.
Fair. Just because of that consistency.
Yeah, that's going to be the
again, the price point is just, okay. All right, so you touched on this a little bit earlier, but Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme.
My thing with Krispy Kreme is that the glazed donut at Krispy Kreme is good.
It's the best thing in the building.
Yeah, for
sure.
You
get one for free, you know?
Yeah, that's true. So it's like, that is the best thing that they offer, and it is like, that is kind of the standard for glazed donut. Yeah. Because it's not an amazing glazed donut, but it is definitely, it is very good. But that said though, I don't really care for anything else that Krispy Kreme has.
Yeah, not really. Not really. That's pretty much what I go there for. Is just get
it's
like
just
a box
like you
of
get
glazed,
that one thing,
you know?
but it's like, but like their coffee isn't great. Like they don't have like any other like treats that I'm aware, or like breakfast sandwiches or things.
They do. Maybe they do. I don't go there often enough.
Yeah, I don't really either. So I would probably go ahead and put them at a D.
Yeah.
Just because, that one glazed donut is good, but it's like, that's pretty much all.
It's not bad enough to throw them into the F, throw them any lower, but yeah.
So here we might have a bit of a disagreement because I think you mentioned something positive here, but Long John Silver's. I Fucking hate Long John
No, I don't
Silver's.
like Long John Silver's.
Okay, yeah.
I just used to go there over A&W.
Okay.
But at the time, you know how they have the little like fried pieces that is
Yes.
just like, I was like really, I thought those
Isn't Long John Silver's the whole, like, their Hush Puppies? Isn't that like
Hush
the
Puppies
thing?
also good,
Are-
yeah.
Are decent, yeah.
But like, I don't really like fried fish in general.
I don't either.
So
I don't either.
I mean, maybe like fried, but you kind of are pretty not interested in seafood too, though.
Generally, yeah. I'm getting better about it. Like, it was just whenever I was a kid, like, I was super convinced I didn't like seafood.
Yeah.
But then, like, as I've tried it more as an adult, it's like, okay, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I will fuck up some sushi. Like,
Oh, yeah,
all
sushi,
fucking
yes,
day.
yeah. Mhm,
But yeah, I don't eat a ton of fish generally. But yeah, I mean, every time I have had Long John Silver's, it has just been pretty shitty.
Yeah, there's not anything like I would never really.
I would
choose
never
to go
recommend
there.
it. Yeah, again, I think it's a perfect F. I think it's in the same
Yeah.
category
Okay.
as
Yeah.
Arby's
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
DQ.
I think there's no reason to go there.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's not going to kill you like Boston Market.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. This is one we've actually talked about this a little bit in relation to these lists from other YouTubers and other podcasters.
Oh, okay.
In McDonald's.
Yes.
So a lot of people are rating McDonald's pretty high.
Very
Like,
high.
They're
Yeah,
putting it up
very
there.
high.
Like they're
That's
putting
what
in like A and maybe even S territory.
Yeah, I've seen S's.
I'm not gonna say that at all.
I'm not either.
McDonald's is okay. There is definitely something to be said about the fact that you more or less know what you're getting into when you go to a
100%,
McDonald's.
like,
So it's like
if you go
your
get,
Big Mac is
a big-
probably going to taste like a Big Mac
Every
at just
time.
about any other McDonald's. That said, though, I do think that it does have the same issue with KFC in that, like,
you
if
can
you
get,
go,
like, a-
I was gonna say, because if you go to a good McDonald's, it's like, because there are good McDonald's. There's one right over here that
Yeah,
like the
that one's
inside
good.
is like well maintained. They get the orders out fast and they're good, consistent quality. But then there are just like McDonald's that are fucking horrible. Also, I think another thing is time of day, because sometimes a good McDonald's turns into a terrible McDonald's at the strike of 11, and that's not the employee's fault. That's mismanagement. But even still,
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot. You can say that it's what part of town are you in? How are these companies
for
able
sure.
to sustain their staff? Like,
Yes, absolutely.
So after 11,
And
like
there's-
whenever you only have one guy and a manager working, and like that's whenever, you know,
for
what I
sure.
mean?
And again,
there's a lot of
that
factors that go
comes
into
to
this
mismanagement and bad
yeah,
scheduling.
100%,
But it's
yeah.
also like you don't really have consistent oversight because they're franchises. They're not
Yeah,
corporate owned. So
right.
like there's not like all of them have to be doing this. It's
Yeah.
like go nuts, whatever you think.
Yeah.
So which I know that's like a pretty inaccurate way of describing franchises versus
Yeah,
corporate,
no,
but either way.
obviously,
But yeah, so there's a lot of factors with McDonald's. I think that's like kind of a lot to unpack.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, let's start with price point. The price point's great.
Yes,
you can go there and
absolutely.
get
Even
a ton.
a-
Dude, did you know you can get like 40 nuggets for $10?
That is insane.
That's
Yes,
insane.
I saw that last time I was there.
Yeah,
like,
I
God damn.
saw- I was like, dude.
And again, I praised Burger King earlier for their nugget to dollar ratio,
Right,
but McDonald's
that
is like,
is
fuck you,
unequivocal.
fuck you. These aren't even chicken.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And they're good with the sauce on it too.
That's the thing.
Like,
so
you
McNuggets,
get like 3
McNuggets
sauces per
taste
10.
like whatever you dip them in.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
100%.
McDonald's don't really have their own
Dude,
flavor.
every single McNugget I have ever had has tasted exactly the same.
Yes, absolutely.
I've never had
That is
a
very, very true.
McNugget ever
Really, the
taste
thing for
differently.
me is like I like them a little crispier. So it's like
I
if
do
I get a
too.
crispy
I do too.
McNugget, it's like all right, I'm down with this. But when they're like kind of soft, it's like
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's just so like, I'm not eating it because it's good. It's
No,
just
obviously,
so
of course,
incredibly
of course,
like,
yeah.
I can get 40 nuggets
Yeah.
for $10.
Yeah.
Like, and I can snack on this all night.
So my thing with McDonald's is that I am often in the mood for it, but I don't like that I am. I always try to find some. It's like, all right, I am thinking about McDonald's
just
right now. It's
so
like I want to
easy,
get
dude.
McDonald's, but yeah, because they're everywhere. You will never encounter a situation in the United States where you can't find a McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are just everywhere. Obviously, I know someone's going to listen to this and be like, actually, I live
don't know, yeah.
60 miles from the nearest gas station, so fuck you.
Yeah,
And it's
right,
like,
yeah.
why?
Okay, why does
How are you
anyone live
listening
there?
to this?
Yeah.
There's no way you're getting broadband out there.
Yeah,
But-
right. Don't live there anymore.
Yeah. But that said, though, so I think all of that is, I think that's I don't know.
It's tough. I mean, I like a Big Mac, dude.
I do too.
You know?
I fucking hate the lettuce situation. I get it without, and that's the thing. I do like lettuce. Like I love like good lettuce on a burger rules. And also they have like the deluxe burgers that they use, or I don't know if they
Yeah.
still have them, but like they did for a while. And they had like that really nice, like just one big leaf of lettuce.
Yes.
And it's like that's good. But like
lettuce.
giving me chopped iceberg lettuce on a Big Mac is
Yeah.
so much messier than
It
it's
is
worth.
weird. Yeah, it's
It
weird.
is
That's
not
the
worth
option.
it. Yeah,
it's
so
got to
strange.
be like well, I mean, they're not changing anything about the Big Mac at this point.
Oh
like, that's
yeah,
just
not anytime
been
soon.
decided. That's
aside
never-
from offering like smaller Macs and bigger Macs.
Oh yeah, they did do that for a little while.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's weird because it's like I would be just as comfortable putting McDonald's in B as C.
Yeah, I feel you. No, man, it's really tough
because like C is
price
like
point is just so insane.
That's
dude.
the thing
like,
though.
The
so it's like
is just so
with
insane.
C is like
and quality is consistent.
Yeah, relatively.
And this is why people have been arguing for it to be A
really high. Yeah. I'm pretty comfortable putting it in B territory just because C, like, on its face is like, that's right there in the middle. But it's also like, we've kind of been putting C as like, this is inoffensive. Like, it's fine. It's whatever. And I definitely do think McDonald's deserves a little more than that. But I don't think,
I didn't always feel that way, but recently I've definitely been feeling
but like, I don't think
more.
putting it in A tier.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Yeah. So let's
I'm going to say B.
Give it a B. All right. Next, we got Panda Express.
Wow. Man. Good food. Pretty good food.
Pretty all right, yeah.
Price point's not great.
It is not. And so my thing too, it's like, okay, you get decent sized portions. And so
Sorry,
you can,
one more thing.
Yeah.
Because now I'm thinking about this again because of Panda Express. Panda Express is a terrible place for later food.
Yes.
Like you getting like
that's
2
what I was
meals.
getting into, yeah.
Dude, McDonald's is the king of later food.
That is true. That is so true.
Like you can get so much
saving
later
McDonald's
food.
tastes exactly the same.
Exactly the same, dude.
Yeah. Same with Taco Bell. Taco Bell is also
yes,
like
100%.
bomb-ass
also
food.
great for later food. Not that changes like my placing.
Yeah,
of it,
for sure.
But,
I definitely think
that's
it's still a
something
solid
that
B. And again, a B is not a bad ranking.
No,
like,
it's good. I think it's good.
We have Checkers, Dunkin' Donuts, Five Guys, and Jersey Mike's in there right now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. 100%.
Absolutely, yeah. But Panda Express, terrible later food. Depending on what you get, like normally, like if you get like fried rice or noodles, like that's going to be fine later because that's just the nature of those foods. But like, but if you get like their black pepper chicken, it's like pretty good, and you save that for later, it's not bad. But
orange chicken,
but orange chicken,
it's breaded,
terrible. Yeah, that breaded and fried, awful later,
Yeah.
fucking terrible because it loses the crispiness, and that's the best part.
Yeah.
So. But again, later food, not super great. Also a little pricey.
Definitely a little pricey.
Also, I'm going to say pretty inconsistent in quality.
I agree.
Yeah.
It definitely depends. Like with places like that, you can see, like as soon as like they bring out that new batch of orange chicken, you can be like, oh, that's what I want.
Here we go.
Right
yeah.
there.
But if you're at the end of a batch,
it's
you're
like the slow time period and there's only a little bit of orange chicken left in that little, little serving thing. You're like, oh, for sure. I came at the wrong time.
Yeah, for
sure. Just get something else, but still, like it's like if I go there, I'm like, I want my orange chicken, dude.
Yeah,
like,
for
that's
sure.
What I went there
and
for.
like Panda Express, like does have a little bit of a special place for me because there was a place I went to a lot in high school, kind of like
the
other
one
ones, but like the one in Little Elm, right over there.
Yeah.
I don't go there all the fucking time. Yeah, and that place was great because it was so close and it was like right by the Walmart and the GameStop.
Yeah,
so it was just like all right, like I'll go here, get some food, and just like chill out over here because there's not a ton to do in Aubrey, Texas.
Oh no.
So
or
it's just like,
for that matter.
Exactly. So it's like, all right, like this is fucking something. It's like, I don't really want to go to the mall right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, so I definitely have like some fond memories of it. So maybe that does affect my judgment a little bit, but every time I go to Panda Express, it is sometimes I'm like, yeah, I remember why I like this. And other times it's just like, this was just too expensive for what I'm getting.
Yeah. And I like, whenever we were talking about, like Baja Burrito in comparison to like Chipotle, I want to say that we really shouldn't necessarily be comparing these things to locally owned because it's like
it is
obviously
different.
there's going to be a difference.
Yeah, that said though, it's like if you want Chinese food,
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Support a local place, it'll be better and way cheaper. Find
you a local place that you like.
Yeah, for sure.
Do that instead of going. It's gonna be cheaper. You're gonna be able to get it delivered. You know what I mean?
Like, it'll be way better quality.
It's just gonna it's just gonna be better than
and you're supporting a local business.
Yeah.
It is really awkward though. The Chinese food place right in front of my house. I go there not super often, but I do go there. But it's like family owned. And families often have children, and sometimes the children are working. And it's a little it's kind of like the food is pretty good. And it's cheap and you can get a lot of it and it's right at the front of my neighborhood. I can walk there, but it's just like, man, I'm not trying to support child labor violations, but it's like,
sometimes you just got to go to Chick-fil-A.
Yes, you gotta go to exactly. So it's like, well, all right, my morals are compromised either way. Gonna get that sauce. So Panda Express, I don't know. Are you thinking C or D?
Man, I'm thinking a D. I think
is
just
fair.
because of the price point,
That's
and also, I just wouldn't. I think you're just better off choosing.
Yeah, exactly. Just somewhere else. Yeah. But it's also, again, there are worse places because we have that in the same as like Hardee's, Auntie Anne's, and Krispy Kreme. So it's like there are worse places to go for sure. Yeah. It's not enough. Certainly not enough.
Not a bad place. Yeah.
Okay. So this will be a fun one. Panera Bread.
Okay.
So Scott worked at Panera Bread for a long time. How long did you work
4
there?
years.
4 years. Scott worked at Panera Bread.
Oh, actually, it was like exactly 4 years.
Exactly 4 years. Wow. Yeah.
Like I started there in February and I left there in February. So.
Wow. Yeah. So precisely 4 years at Panera Bread. What do you have to say about Panera Bread?
It was a wonderful place to work.
I can't think of when I think. Great. Team building.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they just treat their employees like people. From corporate. It's just really wonderful and a great community to be a part of.
Yeah, for sure. You really, I watched you come into your own at Panera.
Yeah, I learned a lot about myself there. That's for sure.
Yeah,
dude, I would, and obviously my opinion is skewed after
a little
having
bit.
Worked there for 4 years.
Also, we're being very ironic here.
Yes, I hated it. It was awful.
Trash.
It was terrible. And I do have two things to say. One, I would never pay for that food because I spent so much of my life not paying for that food.
Absolutely not.
I know like what the quality is like.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I should probably get into anything like that. I don't know if I can or not, but like
no, I think as long as you're not calling out anybody by name or anything like that.
Or like
I think you're
but like what about like processes or like things that they do? Like
I think
is that fine? Like, can I talk about that kind of thing?
I don't see why not. You don't work there anymore.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like, I mean, it's just meant to be like it's advertised as this like healthy like alternative option, which like maybe it's better for you than McDonald's is, but like it's. I mean, there are definitely preservatives in
all of it.
Yeah, and like,
when it's also like it's one of those places where it's just like some people will go there for like the gluten-free options. I'm using air quotes here because it's like Panera is not a gluten.
You cannot.
It's not a gluten-free establishment. It can't be. Yeah.
So I mean, and like all the soups are so terrible for you. Like, I mean, and it's been almost 2 years since I worked there, and they were constantly making like adjustments to try and make things better there. Yeah. So I mean, good for them for they actually got while I was there, they got bought by Krispy Kreme, which I think is really funny.
Really? Yeah, wow, that's super funny. That is really funny.
But it's just you're paying too much money for what you're getting there. Too much. It's way too expensive for what you're getting there. Like you're getting you can make that sandwich at home so easily. The only thing is like you get bread that was made today. Yeah. And it's just like, sure.
Yeah.
Like, that's
fine.
And
that's the thing though.
Go like, buy a loaf of bread from Panera and then make yourself
if you
infinitely more sandwiches at home. Yeah.
And that's the thing too. It's like, yes, the bread is freshly made and it's pretty good. It's not that good.
It's not that good.
Like, I don't really
think not that good.
I don't really think Panera's bread is anything to write home about. No. I don't think their soups were like I like their chicken soup pretty well, but it was like
the wild rice.
Yeah, the chicken and wild rice was a pretty solid soup, but even then it's like
you know, the only thing...
It's not worth the dollar amount.
The baked goods are, like, pretty good.
Those cookies were good. But what was the one I really loved?
Other than the chocolate duet that they got rid of?
Yeah, they got rid of that cookie. And it was just like, what the fuck are you doing? It was the best cookie, by far.
So good. Yeah. What I got so into... Their croissants are really good. And their chocolate croissants are really good.
Mm-hmm. But again, like you could go to a good donut place locally and find a good croissant. Yeah.
And my thing is again, like at the end of the day, they like donate or throw away any of the baked goods that they don't sell that day. Yeah. And so like so many times I was just able to take home so many free cookies and pastries and stuff to where I'm like, I would never go spend the $3 that it costs to go buy one cookie from there whenever I know.
It's $3 for one cookie?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
If you get, it's like,
and they're like
$2-3. I mean, they raise prices like every quarter. But anyway, when I know that there's a Panera right over here, and I'm sure if I hung out around close and I was like, I probably know people that work there.
You throwing shit
like,
out?
yo, can I get like a couple cookies? And they'd probably be like, duh.
Here, whatever.
you know?
Yeah.
So way too expensive for the price point. I will say, Panera fed us for a very long time.
They did. No, we lived off Panera for so long. Like when we were in college and fucking broke. Yeah, absolutely.
So I will like hats off to the fact that they
but even then,
let you
that
take
wasn't
home like throwaway food.
That wasn't Panera the company. That wasn't Panera. Like that was you worked at that place, so you made that happen. Yeah. So we both comfortable putting Panera in F territory.
Yeah, F for sure. F for sure. I would put it in the fucking Z, bro.
You put it in the Z?
Never eat there.
You know what? I mean, do you want me to?
No, it's an F.
Okay, for sure. Okay.
No, it's but from my experience.
Yeah. Okay. Have you been to Popeyes? I don't think I ever have.
I don't think I ever have.
I don't think I have either.
Was that on Lebanon Road, Lebanon actually in Texas? Lebanon and Legacy, you know what I'm talking about?
Regional dialect joke for you.
Yeah.
But yes, yeah.
There was a chicken place like in a gas station. I can't remember if that was a Church's or a Popeyes.
I think it was a Popeyes.
Okay, so I would go there.
Okay.
Relatively often actually, because they had like a red beans and rice wrap.
Okay.
It was like a tortilla with red beans and rice and fried chicken in it, and it was like super cheap and it was super good. Yeah. But that's all I ever got there, and that's all I really know.
And I don't really think that's a good indicator of what the regular menu is like. Yeah, so we won't do that.
Yeah.
Quiznos is also one that like I've been to a handful of times that I remember not really liking.
Yo, hot take, Quiznos is easily my favorite of all of the sub places.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be the Quiznos is gonna be a Scott's pick because I've only been there like once or twice and it was years ago. I can't really make a good judgment on it, but
I think it's really totally the best. I would go there so often because whenever I was at Belmont, they had one on campus.
Yeah.
And so that was like the best option.
It's the fucking
there.
place, yeah.
Way better than Subway. Like way better than Subway. I came around to Subway because of the price point.
Yes.
But like the quality of everything was always like way better. They had like a chicken carbonara sandwich that I would eat just too often.
God damn. All right. Where would you put it?
I'm not gonna go crazy with it. I think I'm gonna pop it into a B. Honestly,
Into a B. So that's where we have Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that it's like so much better that it deserves to be in like a higher category.
Yeah.
Because I think you could probably get pretty much the same like quality of sandwich at Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
It's just for me, like personally, like,
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
That's
so. This one I know where we're both gonna rank this one. Raising Cane's,
dude.
Raising
Double
Cane's,
S, bro.
Yes,
that is
absolutely.
the best.
Personal favorite.
Yo,
yes.
okay.
Fucking Raising Cane's is the bomb.
Oh god, it's perfect.
Yeah,
like, it's
there's
perfect.
really nothing. It's got the price point. It's
Yeah.
got the bomb ass fries. The chicken is good quality. That sauce, the fucking
amazing.
sauce. I know some people don't really care that much about sauces, but like if you are a sauce person, like
Cane
you gotta
sauce is
Cane
superior.
sauce is the best.
Dude.
Yeah, absolutely. I rank it for me. So there's as far as like the chicken places like that, because one if it's Cane's v Zaxby's, Cane's.
Oh, easy.
A million times over. My dog is named Zaxby, and she's an angel. But Zaxby's the restaurant, subpar.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
I go there pretty frequently because it's around here.
Yeah.
And I also actually I Uber Eats that shit like
That's
once
fair.
a week pretty much
That's
because
fair.
it's like I can get a lot of chicken.
That's the thing though. Like price point with Zaxby's though is like a little high.
It is a little.
It's a little high. So like Cane's is cheaper and it is way better.
Way better.
There's also a place. This is a regional place. There aren't a ton of these. It's a very similar type of restaurant called Slim Chickens. There's one here in Murfreesboro. Slim Chickens fucking rules.
Really?
That place is great. I would put Slim Chickens. I think Cane's is better, but barely. Like Slim Chickens fucking rules.
Well, I'm gonna need to try that out.
The closest one to us is in Murfreesboro, which is like 45 minutes.
Is it really that far? Wow.
No, it's not quite 45. It's like 30, 35. But even still, so it's like,
It's
but yeah, so whenever because that's where I used to work. That's where my old GameStop was. So it's like, I'll go there to visit people. And like, that's still where I do my game shopping. Yeah. So it's, if I'm out that way, it's like, I'm getting fucking Slim Chickens. No, it's great. They have really good chicken and waffles, and their chicken and waffles is $6 on Wednesdays. Slim Chickens is real good. Yeah, for sure. But we're not talking about Slim Chickens. We're talking about fucking Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's is amazing.
And they're fantastic. I love Raising Cane's. That is double S tier for me.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, I saw somebody the other day on the internet be like, when are you guys going to wake up and see that Zaxby's is better than Cane's and Chick-fil-A combined? I was like,
it's not
fucking crazy.
It's not.
Like,
I like Zaxby's, but it's not that great.
It's not that
great.
Like, it's super average.
Yeah,
like,
it's fine.
It's like,
especially
like the chicken is
especially
pretty good.
It is pretty good chicken, and
know?
I like their toast. I like their fries. I like their sauce, but the sauce is not as good as cane sauce. The fries are not as
and
good
they
as
don't make that sauce there. Like it comes in prepackaged. They make cane sauce like in the
they
restaurant.
make it in house. Yeah, which is great.
I've tried to replicate it many times in my life.
It's difficult.
It's difficult.
It's a good
dude.
sauce.
I can get close.
It's like kind of
so
salty.
difficult.
It's like a little tangy, but also it's salty, which is just great. And that doesn't sound like it would work. Like you would think you wouldn't really want a sauce to be salty, but it fucking works.
No, it's so
like,
good.
Cane sauce is fantastic, and I wish there's not really one here. Is there?
No,
I've
there's
never
not.
seen one
I mean,
yet.
I know I think there's actually one in Knoxville.
Okay.
From what I remember, that's like the closest one.
Yeah.
And then
That's like 3.5 hours from us.
We actually Tyler and I drove to Ohio for it one time.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
We were going to see a show.
Yeah.
but-
Angie and I drove to fucking Alabama for Whataburger.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
which and
Those things I think that's fun.
we'll get to
Road
fucking
trips are
Whataburger.
fun.
Yeah. But yeah, Cane's whips ass. Okay. Next up, we got Sonic.
So this Sonic right here sucks.
It kind of does. I've definitely had worse Sonics for sure.
Well,
but
maybe we're kind of running into the KFC conundrum where it's like you have to go to a good Sonic in order for you to get a
I've
good.
found in general, the Sonics in Texas were much higher quality than the Sonics here.
Yeah, maybe I'm just misremembering because of how long ago it was. But like the ones that we would go to, both the one in out in Prosper,
and then just the ones in Denton, they're all like by my old church.
Like, I remember
they were all really good. Like Sonic was one of my favorites in Texas because like it was consistent quality. Price point was a little high, but it was pretty consistent quality.
Deals, though, because like on Tuesdays they had like the brown bag thing. Where it was like
the
brown bags on Tuesdays.
You have the half price slushes,
right?
Yeah, and I was gonna say you got the drink selection, which is great. Also, like their burgers, I think are just like fine, but their chicken is good. Like I like their chicken sandwiches a lot. I like their popcorn chicken.
Yeah. They have a good breakfast too.
They do have
like
good
their
breakfast. I really like their iced coffee, like the
same.
That Green Mountain.
Yeah, or whatever. It's very good.
It's really good.
And like I think that their breakfast sandwiches are better than Dunkin's.
Yeah.
Like, I think they have really good breakfast options.
I think that their breakfast burritos, they give me fucking horrible diarrhea.
True.
Jesus Christ.
But very tasty.
They are very tasty. I do like them. And that's the thing. Sonic's price point isn't great, but it's really not terrible.
It's not terrible.
It's really not. And I definitely have more good things than bad to say about Sonic. And again, especially considering like the consistent quality whenever we were in Texas. But living here in Nashville.
This one right here, like I was going there like pretty often because it's right there.
Yeah, but it's not. It's hit or miss.
Now we've also talked about how like whenever you go to a place late.
Like, for sure. Time of day really matters.
Yeah, time of day really matters. And I was going there late pretty often because it's like I need to get food before work closes. This is the closest place like to get something. And then it'd be like, okay, well, this is all wrong. And I just won't take fast food back. Like, I'm not going to do that. If I get home, I'm just like, well, I guess I'm eating the wrong food. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah, why you would send it back.
Yeah. But I had that happen multiple times, and I was just like, I'm not going back there anymore. Like, I'll just drive a little bit further. Or honestly, I just started doing Uber Eats.
Yeah, do Uber Eats or just like drive up the road to McDonald's, whatever. Yeah, all that said though, I don't know. Putting it? I'm kind of torn because it's like, I think
good experience.
If it's a good experience at Sonic, I would honestly probably put it in the A tier. It's obviously not quite. It's obviously not Raising Cane's.
No,
but like I would put it in the same. I would put it in the same ballpark as Chick-fil-A, just given because the other thing with Sonic 2 is you have a lot of variety.
A lot of variety. The milkshakes and all that stuff that you can get there too, which is all really wonderful. But Chick-fil-A's milkshakes are definitely better. But
yeah, they are.
But you get a lot of different. There's a massive variety of what you can do.
Absolutely.
There.
Like you can pretty much like it's kind of like going to Sonic is kind of like owning an Android phone in that like if you're just getting a plain combo, it's just kind of whatever. But it's like if you put in the time to customize it and figure out what you like.
Great metaphor, dude.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. But yeah, like so I think like if you're willing to figure out what you like and do some customizing, like you can really get something pretty rock solid.
100% think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But on the other hand, though, it is a little inconsistent in quality. But I would definitely prefer average Sonic to average McDonald's.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right about that too.
Yeah, so
you've swung me into an A on Sonic. I'm surprised. There you go. Maybe that's where we should go.
Maybe I was actually just thinking. I was like, Sonic sounds good.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so this is one I think the quality disparity conversation is very, very important.
Okay,
that is Steak and Shake.
Wow.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's the thing. So Steak and Shake, we used to frequent Steak and Shake. Actually, the first time I ever got high was. Do we want to talk about this?
We can talk about that.
I don't really care. I don't know.
I don't care. No.
Okay, cool. So the first time I ever got high, we went and got Steak and Shake. And it was like mind altering.
Yeah.
And so
I drove, right?
So you did drive.
Yeah, we were listening to As Cities Burn on the way there.
Yeah. So we went and got some Steak and Shake, and it was wonderful. Was that the time that the cops were there?
Dude, that's
and we were freaking out.
The time that the cops were there, dude. There were so many cops in that Steak and Shake, and we were all so blazed.
Yeah,
bro.
I was gonna say we were stoned out of our gourds.
Somebody had gotten into a fight in the parking lot, and somebody had called the cops, and they were like, okay, so it started off, there were cops in the parking lot with their lights on, but there were no cops in the building.
Yeah, and then when we got there, we were waiting for our food, and two cops came in. I think didn't two of them just like start eating?
No, they were talking on. They walked over because there was a guy that had looked like he had been like beaten up sitting at one of the booths, and they were like talking to him, and then like on their walkie talkies and shit. And I was like, I mean, we were stoned and paranoid, so I was like, sitting there,
for
like,
sure.
No, what are these guys doing? What are they doing? Like, what happened? Like, we need to get out of here now.
Yeah,
like,
and I want to emphasize again, it was literally my first time being high. I had never been high before, and so I was just like just trying so hard to just like sit and be normal. I also remember going up to order my food. I was like, how long have I been talking? have I been ordering my food for an hour? Like, it's like, yes. And this person was like I felt like she was making really intense eye contact with me. And I was just like, what is this? Like, yeah.
Oh yes, that's what the whole experience was, just so tense. Cause I also remember feeling like, holy shit, this is taking so long.
Yeah.
Like, this is all taking so long. Like, I want to be out of this building right now.
And that's actually a perfect segue into one of the major problems with fucking Steak and Shake. Exactly. Is that a lot of times it takes way too fucking
long.
Do not ever drive through a Steak and Shake. They have a drive-through. You do not need to.
Why do they have
You
one?
do not need to use Steak and Shake's drive-through. They should get rid of it, especially if like the shakes take a minute to make.
Yeah,
like there's no fucking reason to have them. Like there's no. It blows my mind that there's a drive-through there.
They should not have one.
But that said, though, I have had some wonderful Steak and Shake experiences. Again, like that one time, obviously I was very, very high, but I remember thinking that was the best food I've ever had. Yeah, like I could taste every fiber of that burger, and it was just dancing on my tongue, and it was wonderful. But like the Steak and Shake is just like, there are times, like if you have a good Steak and Shake experience, that's probably best case scenario for any fast food experience because it is so cheap.
It's so cheap.
Steak and Shake is so cheap, and if you can get like good service and like a good meal prepared for you for that dollar amount.
Are we thinking?
Yeah.
That's tough.
But that
good Steak and Shake is great.
Good Steak and Shake is really great, but it just happens so infrequently. So infrequently does it actually happen.
Yeah. That's really tough.
Yeah. And that's kind of like,
you know what?
I'm hesitant to say, I don't know, because we have KFC in C. Yeah. And that's kind of the same deal, except for the main difference being that the price point for Steak and Shake is much better.
But also, like, the experience at Steak and Shake, whenever you have a good experience, is way better than the experience from a good Chick-fil-A or from a good KFC experience.
That's true. I don't know. I still feel like it across the board equates to a C, just because it is that inconsistent. At least in my experience.
I like their fries too.
Their fries are really good. I like
their shakes.
And yeah,
got a good signature sauce.
And so here's the thing too. So Steak and Shake also, I think most of them are 24 hours. Certainly not all of them.
Not all
the one
of them,
over
but that's
here by
another
us
thing.
is
Being
not
24 hours is a big deal too.
That is
which we haven't really addressed with like the other. Which
I don't think any of the other
McDonald's.
places. Yeah, McDonald's is open 24 hours,
and not all of them either. But
yeah, actually, none of the other places that we've talked about are 24
that's why
hours.
We haven't addressed it, but that is a very important thing.
That is true.
And that's a lot of the times that we went to Steak and Shake.
Yeah, was just like 2 in the morning
because there was nowhere else to go.
Yeah, for sure. And it was like that or IHOP, and it's just like, okay, like, and IHOP's a whole other bag of worms that we'll probably get into. Can of worms, wherever you keep worms.
Both bags.
I don't know. So what were you thinking for Steak and Shake?
Dude, I was almost going S, dude.
Going S tier for Steak and Shake?
I actually was. Just because, man, a good Steak and Shake experience is
very, very
really good.
Yeah, that is.
And this is
so
all
true.
equivocal. So like,
yeah,
like it does, you know. But
yeah, honestly, that is. I will.
I understand if you don't want to agree on that. But
let's put it in A. We'll put it in A tier.
Okay.
Because of the inconsistency.
That
but when it does come together,
is really hard, and it was something that we harped on a lot with
for
KFC.
Sure,
so it's really hard to not also address that.
Okay.
But you know what? Was the Steak and Shake in Texas just way better than any of the ones that we've been to out here?
The one in Hermitage was not bad. It got worse. It got worse. No, but when we first moved here, that Steak and Shake was great. I went there all the fucking time. But yeah, like later as it like went along, like maybe management shifted or something, but like it definitely got worse.
Do you remember whenever we were there and our server got fired in the middle of serving us?
Holy shit! Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So once, it was me and you. Who else was there?
And Angie, I think.
Yeah, it was me, you, and Angie. So we were just eating there at Steak and Shake, and like in the middle of our meal, our server got fired and like left the building crying.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I think I just repressed it because I was like, I don't want to think about that ever again.
Like it had taken like so long, but like our food still hadn't come at that point.
Yeah,
and I remember
absolutely.
seeing our server walking out crying and being like, "Are we ever gonna get our food?
Yeah, like, should we just
getting a new server?
Yeah,
or like,
should we go?
What did the order get put in? Like, what happened here? Like,
holy shit!
And then I guess a manager just came up and like was like, food's coming or whatever. Yeah. But that was so weird. I've never had that happen. Holy like shit, to have like someone fired
right in the middle. Damn.
Yeah,
man. So next we got Subway, which we've covered Subway quite a bit already.
I'm honestly at
Subway,
a C on
C
Subway.
Is totally fine
C
with Subway.
Or
I
D.
totally agree.
If it would be very different if they still had like if the
$5
price point
foot
thing
ones
was
were
there,
consistent, yeah.
But
yeah, I think
me now
C tier for Subway is totally fair.
Like,
totally fair. Mm-hmm. All right, so now we're getting to the big dogs here.
All right.
So we got Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, dog.
So Taco Bell, that price point is amazing. You can get so much food for so cheap. That said, they have been raising their prices. I noticed that recently. Actually, the last time I went, I was like, this is just really this is way more expensive than it used to be. Like, not way more. That's not fair to say, but like it's like this is like, definitely a price hike. Yeah. Which, like, I mean, obviously, capitalism, it happens. But and it's still, that said, though, it's still very cheap. It is still very cheap, but it did go up. And so it's like,
pretty consistent.
That is the thing, too. So, like, Taco Bell, I think the biggest variable is the service. But, like, as far as the food goes, I got food poisoning from Taco Bell once.
Oh, shit.
Whenever I was, like, 13 or 12. Wow. Like, so it was a while ago. But that's
wild. But that could be anywhere.
That could conceivably happen to any restaurant or anything. Like, it could have, a myriad of different factors could go into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I did get like it was actually my mom and I both. I actually remember that morning, like I was very sick and my mom was like, all right, you don't need to go to school. Like, just go back to sleep. And I was like, okay. And then like 20 minutes later, my mom came back and was just like, all right, you still don't have to go to school, but you're not sick. You have food poisoning. And I know this because I also have food poisoning. And we both had Taco Bell last night. And it's like, yep, okay, cool. And so we just both stayed home that day. But yeah, so that was like my one like bad quality. But even then though, I don't remember the food tasting bad. I don't remember it like not being tasty. It probably tasted exactly the fucking same. So like, the quality of service that you get at Taco Bell will definitely vary pretty wildly.
Yeah.
But the quality of food like is really consistent and really cheap. My first job was Taco Bell. I worked at Taco Bell for a year in high school. And the job itself sucked, but that's just because food jobs it just doesn't work well with my personality type. They stress me out. But like the people I worked with were great. Like a lot of really good friends made at my year working there. And it was just like, that's where pretty much everyone at my high school worked, was that fucking Taco Bell. Because it was literally across the street from my high school. So like everyone just fucking worked there and would go there during lunch and shit. But yeah. It's funny because when I saw Taco Bell, I was thinking like Taco Bell is going to be some shit. But then as we started talking about it, it's like, you know what? I really can't harp on Taco Bell too hard.
I can't at all. Like, I don't think Taco Bell is a good go-to, and also there's factors there that we can't even understand because we're both meat eaters, but they have the best menu options for people that are vegan and vegetarian.
They do. Absolutely.
And that's something that definitely
that's actually I remember one of my friends in high school was vegetarian, and so that was like one of the onwill places that she could go to was because like they had the best selection. And
especially as far as vegan options go, like
for sure,
places will rarely have anything that you can get on a menu.
And another point of praise for Taco Bell
fast
too.
Food wise, anyway.
Yeah, another point of praise for Taco Bell. They have our buddy Donovan was telling me the other day. He was saying that like, as far as like fast food places that have, I'm using sarcastic air quotes here, healthy options.
It is,
like Taco Bell has like the actual healthiest selection of healthy food.
And I'll say those things do start getting expensive, but if you're like a health person and you need a fast meal like that,
fucking fast food or just fucking want it because you can treat yourself occasionally. Yeah, for sure.
I honestly like. I'm gonna pitch A.
I would be willing to move it to S.
I think
I would be willing to move Taco Bell to S tier.
Yeah.
I really would. Just because that, again, price point, consistent quality.
It hits all of these different.
It hits all the fast food checkboxes. And
also,
again, it's
some
not
of them are open 24 hours, if not till like 3 in the morning.
I was going to say, a lot of them are usually open late, for sure.
So.
And also, usually when they do seasonal menu items, they're normally good. Like, honestly, their fries are good. They have good fries.
Yeah, I've had them and they're good.
They're really good. Like, I can't be too mad at them. So yeah, fucking good on you, Taco Bell. Do an S tier for you. Okay, next we got Wendy's.
I think Wendy's is great.
So yeah, Wendy's, I think
that's my most consistent fast food
place. Yeah. We were talking earlier. I don't really get that. I don't get it super often because the one over here kind of sucks. It's normally whenever I try to go late, like you just wait forever. But that's the thing. Even though you fucking waited forever, like the quality was still rock solid.
The same,
And like as far as I think it is the most consistent. One of the most consistent fast food places. Like we're gonna get to one in a minute that we'll agree is better. But like, yeah, it's really good. The main thing with Wendy's is the main combo menu price point is high. It is a little more expensive. Now that said, they have remedied that because they have the 4 for $4 and now they have the $5 whatever bag, the $5 biggie bag. Yeah, which is really good, and that's what I consistently get.
It's huge that they have that. As an option.
For sure. Yeah. But that's the thing too. Like even that 4 for $4 like is filling enough for me. Like I'm a relatively small guy, so like it that's enough for me. But like even then, it's like, all right, you get fries, burger, and chicken tenders and a drink. And as I mentioned earlier, you can also sub a drink for a bottled water for no upcharge if you don't want to get soda.
Crazy too, yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly. So like, again, I really don't have too many negative things to say about Wendy's.
I mean, and like even they have a solid dollar menu as well, like a
They
chicken
do.
sandwich
They
and a
do
junior
have a
bacon
solid dollar
cheeseburger,
menu. Yeah.
or just a junior cheeseburger is like $1 to $1.50, and it's like,
Yeah.
or I think it's $2.50 for a junior bacon cheeseburger or something like that.
And I gotta say though too, like I want to give props to a specific Wendy's. So even though I said the one over by our house is not super great, I just started working at a place with a Wendy's like literally right there. Like it's wide.
Okay,
like
nice.
I've walked there several times, and I've gone during like peak hours, like during the lunch rush, because that's when I'm getting lunch. And like, holy shit, they are so goddamn on top of it. Like
That's
I have
awesome.
never seen a fast food place like just have it that locked in. And also the people didn't visibly want to kill themselves. Like they were like in a really good mood, like talking and chatting with people. And it's just like, dude, like you have some kind of strength that
That's
I could
crazy.
never possess. And
you
I
know what it
respect
is?
you. Yeah.
It's they are getting paid a lot more.
Hopefully so.
than,
I
like,
hope so. I hope
just
they are
your
all.
average.
I hope they all have benefits. I hope they all.
I mean,
are
I
getting
doubt.
paid.
I don't know about benefits or anything.
Yeah,
like that, but,
or
like,
anything super significant. But like,
Factually, like, because you work kind of downtown.
yeah.
Yeah, factually, like all of those restaurants, everybody's getting paid more
That's
out there
good.
than they are.
That is good. I hope so. I hope they are getting fairly compensated. But yeah, they fucking kill it. The
Yeah,
food was
that's
amazing.
awesome.
Like the service was so great and so fast. Like the fastest Wendy's experience I've ever
That's
had.
dope, dude.
So like they are crushing it. So shout out to that Wendy's in particular. But yeah, again, I think Wendy's right with Taco Bell and S tier.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with S tier on Wendy's.
I don't know what this one is, so I don't recognize that logo, so we're just gonna move on. But now this is the one. This is the one that we've been
is.
waiting to talk about, and that is Whataburger. So
Whataburger,
we
bro.
have a lot to say about Whataburger.
We're Texas boys,
because
so.
we are from Texas. Now every person from Texas will tell you, "Oh, Whataburger is the best shit. Oh my god, Whataburger is so good." They'll like lose their shit over Whataburger and like kind of oversell people on it. Like they'll oversell non-Texans on Whataburger,
It's so
and
good
and that
you
can
have to-
lead to a lot of people
Being underwhelmed
being
whenever they
underwhelmed
get it.
when
Yeah.
they have it. I think the exact same thing happens with In-N-Out with
Absolutely.
Californians. However, there are so many layers to why I think, bar none, Whataburger is the best fast food place, period.
Yeah.
I think it is because the quality is very, very consistent. Okay, you know you have a damn good establishment on your hands if the airport variant is still amazing.
Yeah.
So whenever I go to the DFW airport in Texas, like if I'm flying home or flying back, and I get Whataburger there,
Yeah.
and it is just as good as
Yeah.
the best Whataburger that I could ever have. It's like that's how you know Whataburger just consistently whips ass.
100%.
They fucking kill it. But here's the other thing. So you got the price point, you got the quality, you got the solid menu options, but above all of that, it is open 24 hours.
Huge.
And it's so huge. And I have never ever had a bad Whataburger experience.
Not even at 3 in the morning when
Not
we
even
were
at
going
3 in the
there.
morning. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like we would go there. So whenever we were in high school, we were in a band together, and when we would have like band practices,
We'd just be
we
hanging
didn't.
out
I was gonna say we
till freaking
really
3 in the
didn't
morning.
like actually practice or write music all that often. We were just fucking chilling most of
Yeah.
the time. But like we would go to, there's that Whataburger right there by Tyler's house, and we would go there pretty much every single Saturday and just go
Yeah.
and get Whataburger because it was inexpensive, it was fantastic quality, it was filling. That is the other
Yeah.
thing too, is you will get, there is a difference between being full and being Whataburger full. Like
Yeah,
there's
right?
it feels different. Like
Yeah.
it is a very distinct type of full. It's just like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Like you just feel, and it's a good greasy fast food. It's not super greasy, but I mean, obviously
it's
it's
really
fast food,
not.
but like,
I mean,
it's
talk
a-
about greasy, like Five Guys. They're like, that's
yeah, no,
freaking
it's certainly
greasy.
not
It's
like that at all. But like, it's so good and so, but like, God, it just sits exactly right in the stomach. It really does. Now, this is the main thing that we want to impart to everybody. We talked about this a little bit before.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna if you're not from Texas, or if you've just never had Whataburger for whatever reason, if you want to get just the Whataburger, just like the regular burger, that is fine. But
And it's a fine burger.
it is an okay burger, but do not make that your basis for your judgment of Whataburger, because that is just the absolute wrong way of going about it. You want to go for the Whataburger classics, the specialty items. I'm talking
exactly 100%.
I'm drawing a blank on what it's called now because I haven't had it in so long. The Whataburger patty melts. That is my go-to. I do that without onions because I'm hit or miss on onions. Just kind of depends. So it's like, I'm just gonna go without it. But it's got a great sauce. It's 2 patties with cheese on Texas toast. Yeah, exactly. It's so good. And then also, they have the best breakfast menu item of any fast food place, which is the honey butter chicken biscuit. The honey butter chicken biscuit. It is a biscuit with a chicken strip and honey butter on it. It's so simple, but oh my god,
it's so good, dude.
It's perfect.
It makes me so sad all the time that I can't get Whataburger.
Get Whataburger.
Every time I go home, I make sure that I get Whataburger.
Yes, absolutely. At least this is not even a bit. This is not me doing a turn of phrase, but at least twice. Every time I go to Texas, I get Whataburger at least twice.
Nice.
I can't I have to have it 2 times at least.
That's all. Yeah.
It's just perfect.
I will I try and go 1 Whataburger and 1 Cane's for sure every time.
Yeah,
I try and do that at least one of each of those every time.
Yeah. And the spicy ketchup.
I was gonna bring up the spicy ketchup. I actually have.
Oh, you have some
spicy ketchup.
Hell yeah.
They sell bottles of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And they sell bottles of they have a creamy pepper sauce and their barbecue sauce. You can get all of those things online or in stores places.
That is great. Hell yeah.
I have all of those things.
But the spicy ketchup. It's not like a soup. It's not actually very spicy. It's just it's ketchup with a little bit of kick, but it's perfect. It's just this is the best version of ketchup. I want all ketchup to taste like this.
Yeah, it's awesome. I don't know
so good.
Why people opt for the regular ketchup whenever it's there.
Why would you want it?
Because it's just
it's not.
Oh, well, it's not. It's it's too spicy. It's who's that too spicy for?
No, that's the thing. It's no. Here's again. I am white as can be. I cannot handle spice pretty much at all. Spicy ketchup from Whataburger is not spicy.
It's not spicy.
It's not spicy. It's
just good.
It's just what if ketchup were better?
Yeah.
Here it is. That's really all it's so perfect. And the fries they're thin fries. They're not super, they're not steak and shake thin, but they are thinner fries. But they got just the right crunch to soft ratio every single time. And again, it is so consistent in quality. You have no reason to go to McDonald's at 2 a.m. in Texas.
Exactly.
You have no. That's the other thing. It's you don't need to go to McDonald's.
There's just nothing that compares to that here.
Exactly.
There's nothing that compares to that here.
If you want food at 3, if you want fast food at 2 or 3 a.m., you're pretty much your options are McDonald's, maybe Taco Bell, if that one in particular is open that late.
And Steak and Shake.
Yeah, Steak and Shake. Again, but even the Steak and Shake by us is not even open 24 hours. Yeah.
And we've already gone into why you should not go to Steak and Shake at that time.
Yes, absolutely. So. Yeah. No, don't do that. But yeah, Whataburger just fucking rules. It is so worth it. So it's not just so that being said though, if you just go to Whataburger, if you're not a Texan or if you've just never been there before and you go there a handful of times, you might not have the same strong reaction that we do. But part of the experience of Whataburger is living by one.
Yeah.
Having it in proximity to you is such a different world. That is the number one thing I miss the most about Texas. Not my fucking family.
What?
Not my close childhood friends. No, I don't give a shit, okay? Fucking Whataburger. Give me a patty melt and
bring
some
a
spicy
Whataburger
ketchup
here. That's what I want
that shit directly into my veins and kill me. I don't care. Yeah. No. Whataburger. Yeah, but it is the experience of just living by one. I think
absolutely.
is kind of unparalleled. All right, so next up we got, so there's basically 2 left.
Oh, did we rank it? I mean, obviously, it's the highest. It's the highest of high. Yeah,
it's with Cane's. Okay, next, so there's 2 left, or at least that we can. There's technically 3, but 2 that we can speak to. White Castle. So White Castle kind of sucks.
Kind of sucks.
It does kind of suck.
Does kind of suck.
We went through a White Castle phase back whenever we lived last time we lived together.
It's one of those things where the White Castle was close.
Yes,
but you can get so much food for so cheap.
But yes, you do get a lot of.
You will pay for it.
I was gonna say the dollar value is high. You will get your bang for your buck for sure. But yeah.
You will pay for it.
You will pay for that.
Now,
shit.
one thing that's intriguing is that I don't know if these ones out here have it necessarily or not, but I know they offer an Impossible Burger option. Okay. So I got to give them props.
What is that?
Impossible Burger? It's just
just the vegan burger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I got to say, props to them because there's not
a
lot of places.
For leading that charge. Yeah.
So,
but
that definitely, I think that. I mean, I don't know. I with that, I don't go there very often because I know the pain that my stomach is going to be in.
For sure. I would absolutely...
Now,
I would rather go to... I'm looking at this list, honestly, I would probably rather hit up Arby's than White Castle.
Really?
I would definitely rather do anything in our like I would rather do Hardee's or Panda Express before White Castle over that. For sure.
Man, sometimes I'm craving one of those nasty ass burgers though.
But see, here's the thing. Here's my argument for why. Because even though, yes, there is a certain charm to the slider, of course.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that you can get them from the grocery store and they literally taste exactly the same.
That's true.
They taste exactly the same.
That's true. The ones in the
in the frozen food section. Yeah, absolutely.
I've done that. They do taste exactly the same.
Yeah, so like I'm super picky about like not fast food, the frozen fries that you can get.
Oh yeah.
And like frozen burgers and stuff. Like, and people are like, oh, it tastes the same. It's like, does not taste the same.
No.
Like fuck frozen chicken nuggets. Like they do not have that crisp I'm looking for. How people think it tastes the same is beyond me.
But how is that not, like, I don't know. You would think that you could go get frozen chicken nuggets and it would be good.
Nope.
Never.
Pretty much never. Now, the only good frozen fries that I've had.
Like, it's tough because, like, you're not frying these things. And that's
yes,
where, like,
of
most
course.
of the
you can only do so much in an
from.
oven, but, like...
But you would think that
you would think someone would have figured it out.
Yeah, you would
But
think.
I've yet to have it.
Yeah,
and
same.
if you have any recommendations,
and fuck
let us know.
Tyson chicken tenders and stuff.
Them, yeah.
Way too much breading.
Also, fuck Tyson the company as well. They're garbage.
True.
Yeah, but yeah, no, yeah, their frozen chicken nuggets are terrible.
Really bad.
I've only had good frozen like oven fries recently, and they were cauliflower fries.
Oh, interesting.
And, I think
and they were frozen and they were good?
They were so good.
Interesting.
Because the thing is, like, the breading on them honestly tasted closer to that of a mozzarella stick.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But yeah, it was just like, I think it's just like the cauliflower just responds to being frozen and then reheated in an oven better than a potato does, or at least in that particular circumstance.
Maybe so,
But yeah, they're really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, oven fries can be okay. Oven tater tots, I think, can be a little bit better.
I'm not really a huge tater tot fan in general, but
I like tater tots. It depends on the mood. I don't think one's better than the other. I think that I'd rather have fries more often.
Yeah, generally speaking.
But,
no, I have had good tater tots for sure. What was the place? Actually, right up here. The
Burger Republic?
Burger Republic.
Yeah,
yes.
they have
the
truffle tots.
the truffle tots.
Good.
Those are really good.
So good.
Shout out to Burger Republic, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
but all of this,
I've definitely perspective has been changed on those frozen fries since I bought a deep fryer, which died last night. Rip.
Oh no.
I know.
That sucks.
It was like $15 or something.
Okay, yeah.
But
a huge loss.
Yeah, frying those, and also like leftover like fries, like hitting them back in the fryer for a second, like definitely changes.
Much better. Much better. See, that's the thing too with when you're talking about saving food for later from fast food places, you can't really save fries.
Yeah, no, you can't really.
You can't really. And that's also kind of why Taco Bell gets such a strong leg up, because you don't have to worry about that. You can still have your full fucking meal later.
Everything well.
Everything about it. Yeah. So what are you thinking? So White Castle, I'm thinking F.
You're thinking F on White Castle.
Yeah. Just because, again, like I would rather go to Hardee's. I would rather go to Panda Express. In hindsight, I said I would rather go to Arby's. I'm actually going to take that back. I would kind of put them at about the same level. And like, so again, for reference, so what we have in F is we have Arby's, Burger King, Chipotle, Jimmy John's, Dairy Queen, Long John Silver's, Panera. I feel like White Castle is right at home.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I honestly can't make... The only arguments that I have are, one, that dollar, and also you can be open 24 hours. Some of them.
Some of them can be, yes.
Those two things. But I don't think that those factors, and also the vegan thing, which I do, like, I think
yeah,
all
for
these are
sure.
great,
But it's like it's
things,
just not.
But it
like
just doesn't fight
it's not
against the quality.
Yeah,
enough.
being
like,
so low.
Yeah.
Like it is.
It's
like,
just
it is
even
definitely sub McDonald's quality.
Yeah, and every experience from White Castle is almost exactly the same. It's
Yeah.
always awful.
Yeah, it's just always awful. Pretty much sucks.
Like you're always gonna have a terrible shit afterwards.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can get a lot of it, but it's just so meh.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so this last one here, which actually when we touched on a little earlier, was Zaxby's.
I think it's fine.
I think it is fine. I do. I like Zaxby's. I do like it.
Yeah.
But again, if you're talking dollar value,
it's not great.
It's not that great. Also, in comparison to other similar places, I would much rather go to Slim Chickens. I would much rather get like. Again, there's a Zaxby's like right over here. I fucking never go there. But I've gone to Slim Chickens several times since not working in Murfreesboro. Like I am willing to make that 30-minute drive for some fucking Slim Chickens. Whereas I'm not really even willing to go up the street for Zaxby's.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think truly the reason why I eat Zaxby's as often as I do is because it is frequently on either Grubhub or Uber Eats
Gotcha.
for the zero delivery.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wasn't there a whole thing?
Yeah, you remember that? Where I spent like $100 on Zaxby's and they didn't give us any sauce?
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, and then like I called them and they didn't. Yeah, they didn't do anything.
That was horrendous. Yeah, so like because we were, I don't remember.
We were
I think
playing
we were
D&D.
That was it. Yeah, we were playing D&D. I think there were probably
a bunch of us over.
I was gonna say there was probably alcohol and weed involved. Nobody wanted to go anywhere, and so it was. Yeah, so we. I remember it was like one of the first times. It was the first time I had seen anybody use Uber Eats. I didn't really even know how it worked at the time.
I think it was probably the first time.
One of the first times you used it. Yeah. And so, yeah, like we got just like a fucking shitload of Zaxby's.
So much Zaxby's.
Not an ounce of sauce. Not a drop.
I was so livid, dude.
Yeah. No, I remember. I was pissed for you.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how you know a situation is strong. Wherever like if your friend gets slighted and you get really worked up on their behalf, is like. That's how you. Well, and also, I mean, because we all pooled for that too. Like, if I recall, we all I think we like gave you cash. And you
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So it was like all of us got fucked over.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that was.
Yeah, but all that said,
Zaxby's.
That
was so annoying.
Where would you? Because you have Zaxby's more
C,
often.
I
think that is totally fair.
You know what's weird? And this isn't regional, but what? Like, where's Little Caesars, dog?
That's the thing, yeah. So like, I remember when Super Mega, fucking Waffle House was on there for Super Mega.
Okay, yeah.
And they added Moe's themselves.
Okay.
Which I would totally rank Moe's
I mean,
there. But
I've
like,
got to say that I go to Little Caesars enough to where I think that we should like.
Yeah, let's.
rank it.
I'll basically sub them for whatever the hell this logo. I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
But we'll say that's Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Little Caesars is like for the price point, like really, really great. I think
the
consistency of quality is pretty
it's
much
church
the same.
pizza.
Yeah.
If you grew up in the church, you've had Little Caesars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like there's no way you haven't. Yeah.
I mean, it's not the greatest pizza, but it's
certainly
$5.
So okay, here's my thing though. So my roommate Donovan, we've mentioned him a couple times in this recording. So he is a connoisseur of frozen pizzas. He does the oven pizzas a lot.
And by connoisseur, we mean he eats them all the time.
Yes, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, and that's the thing though. I actually like really disagree with him on his frozen pizza takes.
Really?
Because his favorite is the Red Baron, and I think Red Baron kind of sucks.
You know what? I really like the California Pizza Kitchen pizzas.
Those are good.
I think
so,
they're
but
really
the
good.
best one,
I have one of my favorites right now.
one for me is the Target, the Archer Farms, the Target brand ones.
Yeah.
Are really
They're
good.
actually really good.
They're really good,
And they got like weird flavors. Like
yeah,
they got like weird pies.
they have an awesome like chicken pesto one.
Really?
That's super good.
I don't ever go to Target because like generally the price point on everything there is a little bit higher.
Yeah. But yeah, all that is to say though, their pizzas are really good.
Yeah.
And they are
great party
comparable.
pizza,
Yeah, I was about to
church
say good party
exactly.
pizza. You can make it at home. And I think it is better, or at least just as good in a different way as a Little Caesars pizza. Because with Little Caesars, because that's what we were talking about.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought we were talking about Little Caesars. You're talking about the Target
so the Archer
pizzas.
Farms pizzas are, if not full-blown better, just good in a different way than Little Caesars for the exact same price.
Yeah.
So it's just like kind of hard. So it's like if I'm going to go out and get pizza from a place, I would much rather spend that little bit more on like Domino's or like even actually Angie brought home, she got like free Papa John's at work the other day.
Word.
So she brought that home yesterday and I was like, I haven't had Papa John's in forever. It's like, this is fucking good. Like,
good.
This is not bad at all. I think Papa John's improved when they took the N-word off the menu.
Yeah,
it's got a lot better, yeah.
That's why like I kind of boycotted Papa John's for a while. But
no, they had to like Papa John would not step down. Dude wouldn't do it. And he was just like, they made me say the N-word on the conference call. And it's like, what? Who was like like holding him at gunpoint? Like, yeah, come on. Yeah. But I would rather have like Domino's or Papa John's or even Pizza Hut instead of Little Caesars. But that said, though, time is money. And that is again, like we've talked so much about, dollar value with stuff. And so it's like, yeah, even though you can get a better pizza for the same price from the Archer Farms one, you got to go to Target to get it. If you don't already have, you got to spend the time to bake it. Yeah. And that's like, you're taking longer.
Like for me, I usually do it whenever I'm having like a bunch of people over.
Exactly. Yeah. You can get a shitload of pizzas.
Yeah. I can get like 5 pizzas. I can't put 5 pizzas in the oven at one time.
Exactly. That's the thing. So yeah, I think Little Caesars honestly does deserve a little more credit than I was initially giving it.
I honestly think that Little Caesars is an A.
Little Caesars
in my opinion.
I think that is fair. I think that is totally fair. Whatever the hell this logo is, that's what's going to
That's Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Cool.
The only other one that I would want to discuss that wasn't on here would be Waffle House.
Okay, yeah. Waffle House.
I think I would. I put it up there. I would put it up in that double S for Waffle House.
And the double S.
So here's the thing about Waffle House. Waffle House. So we've talked about the consistency a lot.
Yeah.
Like and Cane's being so
It's
consistent.
also consistent,
Whataburger's so consistent. Yeah. I have never, ever gone to Waffle House and been like, wow, that really sucked. That really I've never happened. Now, I have had very awkward experiences at Waffle House.
Yes.
I've had situations where it's like, wow, I want to pay and leave.
Yeah.
I want to pay and leave right now. But that said, though, it is... I think that shitty breakfast is the true American pastime. Baseball can go fuck itself. It's shitty breakfast. It really is. Because, like, there is just something to be said about having that, like, just pretty all right diner coffee. Yeah. And like but it's again that dollar value though is like you pay it's is it like $7 for the All-Star special.
Oh yeah,
you get a waffle. You get toast.
Home for later. Yeah.
And honestly, their other non-All-Star items are really great too.
They are.
Like I
got a sandwich the other day. It was fantastic.
Yeah, get the sandwich.
You get that bowl, right?
The fucking bowl. So it's like hash browns, eggs, cheese, and sausage just in a fucking bowl. Like I got that on 420. I was just like, all right, this is going to be the place to go. It's like, I want this. I want this fucking greasy garbage. And it was perfect. It was flawless.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think that the dollar value plus, like, again, it is just such, like, I think that's a specific, like, American experience.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is really something.
And I will take that over pretty much any of the other, like, breakfast places that you can go to. Like, I'll take that over IHOP. I'll take that over, like, IHOP. First Watch or whatever. Any of those kinds of places.
Yeah, I was going to say, I do like First Watch. I
just had a really bad experience there the first time that I went. And
that sucks. Yeah. That's lame.
It's partially my fault, but.
Okay, yeah. First Watch is good. I do like that place. And I do also like. There's a place not terribly far from here called Just Love. That place is awesome. A little different, just because it's a little different because you can just go there for coffee. Like it is kind of just a coffee place, but also their food.
It is a chain, right? Yeah, it is a chain.
So it's a small chain. Yeah. So there's one. They're actually building another one even
closer
over
to
here.
Me. Yeah, that's awesome.
Because the original one isn't even very far from me, but there's one that's gonna be like right down the street from my house. So I'm stoked about that. But no, they just have really really good coffee. And their breakfast foods are just weird. Like they're just inventive and cool. Yeah. And I remember the first time I went there.
The omelet, bro.
The omelet. Yeah, absolutely. So it's basically an omelet cooked inside of a waffle
omelet.
Yeah, it's a waffle omelet. Like it's literally like the eggs and sausage and bits of bacon are inside a fucking waffle.
It's fantastic.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's great. It's not super expensive. It's a little up there, but again, I'm willing to pay a little bit more for that quality because it's also that's like a sit down place. Like that's not really I wouldn't consider that fast food.
I mean, once you start getting into it, that's totally different. Whenever I was to say you're not talking about fast food anymore. But,
yeah, exactly.
Waffle House is definitely fast food. Even though you do go sit, it's definitely fast food.
It's fast food because if you've been to a Waffle House, you know exactly what we're talking about. You know exactly like why it is that.
Yep.
Yeah. So Waffle House,
I just so bad for anybody that works at a Waffle House.
Absolutely. Please fucking tip when you go to Waffle House.
Absolutely.
Fucking tip those people. They deserve it. Their lives are terrible.
Yeah. There's always just like the old guy that's cooking that's like having a hard time making it around the kitchen. Yeah. But he's slaying it, and I'm just like, man, like,
and it's just like this is
a tough
perfect. Yeah, it's like,
man,
it's 2 a.m. I'm crossfaded and you're dealing with me. Like, this is perfect.
No, but great. So you're putting that. I'm
going to put that with Whataburger and Cane's, which I'm using the Witch logo because it's not on here.
There you go.
And you got W's. Yeah, it's fine.
Waffle.
Yeah, exactly. Witch I've been to like once.
Yeah,
so I couldn't really make
a mall.
Yeah, in the mall, the Upper Mills Mall. Yeah. It's like fine. It was a decent sandwich. It was expensive though. That was the main thing. But it's just like again, maybe if I spent some more time at that menu
and like got something
there more often, maybe I would have a better opinion.
For me, the menu didn't. There was nothing that I was like, oh, that sounds really. Dude, Firehouse is great. We don't.
Firehouse is really good.
Firehouse is. Dude, that's the best. That's the best of
the chain sandwich places.
Yeah,
it really is.
Oh man, Firehouse is great.
Because it's cheaper than Jersey Mike's but comparable quality.
Yeah, and like that's
So honorable mention to Firehouse. So let's just do a quick rundown. Okay, so. In the SS tier, or the personal favorite tier, we got Cane's, Whataburger, and Waffle House.
Yeah.
Just beneath that, in the S tier, we got Taco Bell and Wendy's.
Yeah.
Right beneath that, in the A tier, we've got Chick-fil-A, Sonic, Steak and Shake, and Little Caesars.
Interesting.
Okay. Do you want to adjust something?
Part of me is wondering about Steak and Shake being in there because I'm hearing that next to all of these other ones.
Yeah, so you think move Steak and Shake down to B?
I think Steak and Shake might need to go down. What do you think?
So, okay, here's what else we have. So in B tier, we have Checkers, Dunkin' Donuts, Five Guys, McDonald's, Jersey Mike's, Jack in the Box, Quiznos. I think Steak and Shake is more at home in the B category.
I think so, yeah.
Anything in B that you think maybe adjust? I would be okay with moving Jack in the Box down to C.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we can go ahead and adjust that.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so then, but everything else, so Checkers, Dunkin', Five Guys, McDonald's, Jersey Mike's, Quiznos, Steak and Shake in the B tier.
Yeah, I think so.
That's fair. So then C, we got A&W, Cinnabon, KFC, Jack in the Box, Zaxby's, and Subway. I think that is a perfect C category. And then down in D, we got Auntie On's, Krispy Kreme, Hardee's, and Panda Express.
Okay, yeah.
And then in the F tier, we got Arby's, Burger King, Chipotle, Jimmy John's, Dairy Queen, Panera, Long John Silver's, and White Castle. Yeah, that's fair. And then down in the
is it
the
just
Z
Boston
tier,
Market?
It's just Boston Market.
Don't eat there, guys.
Don't eat there. Don't go to fucking Boston Market.
It's dangerous.
I would probably. It's not really fast food, but if I had to, probably toss Golden Corral in there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, throw that down there too.
Yeah,
don't eat in those places.
Oh man. God, fuck Boston Market.
God, yeah.
I know I established earlier I've never been there, but like just that when you told me it was a Thanksgiving buffet.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
But it probably that place has the same vibe as like Shoney's.
Yeah, I mean it's like those are kind of I think Shoney. I've never been to a Shoney's, but I think that's like more of like I've only been to.
I know some people really like Shoney's.
I've heard it's
and people dig it, but like I think some people have like a Waffle House-esque relationship with
Interesting,
Shoney's.
yeah, maybe so.
I've always put it in like the same ballpark as like fucking Denny's. Like fuck Denny's.
Yeah, fuck Denny's. Nothing good has ever happened outside of a Denny's.
Never. No, not anything. No one's met the love of their life.
Yeah.
Nobody's like had like a real revelation of self. Like, you know what? I'm going to stop. Good. Yeah, no.
More people have been stabbed.
Yeah, exactly.
Than good things.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I don't think anyone's ever smiled inside a Denny's.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. Or if there were a smile, it was certainly superficial.
Yeah.
It wasn't sincere in any way. Shoney's just like I've only been to Shoney's once and it was a very bad experience. Like it really fucking sucked. It wasn't that like it was just Angie and I went. The service was bad. It was like I think there was like a buffet.
I was gonna say, what is it? Did you guys order off of a menu? There was like a menu for you guys to order off
ordered coffee off the menu and then we went to the buffet.
So they do like brunch or something, or
something
it's just
like that. I don't know. It was just
really know.
When we went, there was just like nothing there. Like it was pretty slim pickings as far as the buffet quality went, or just the options, and like the food just sucked, and like it was also just like full of old Republicans.
Ooh,
like it was just like old, like
crowd, dude.
bitter, like exactly. No, I did feel at home, honestly, being from Texas, but no, like it was just awkward, and I just wanted to leave. And it was also one of those places, like you ever go to restaurants where it's like the table isn't sticky, but like it's like almost sticky.
You're like, what?
And that's just like the natural state of I think it's like probably the cleaning chemical they use, but it's just like
it's like
it just
if
feels
I know
a little
it's
wrong.
been cleaned.
Yeah, it's like you'll touch it.
Feels weird.
You'll touch it and then you'll rub your fingers together and then you'll be like, I guess it's fine, but like I still want.
No idea. I have no idea.
Yeah. So we've been going for a minute here about these fast food places.
I kind of noticed that.
Yeah, but you know what? It's fine. We'll probably condense some of this down. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. Really appreciate your time. I know we took a lot of it, but hopefully you had fun. We're going to do these, what did we say, Thursday?
I think that's.
So if you're listening to this on a Thursday, the day it was first posted, then that's what we decided on. And if we decided on something different, I will change this later. Or maybe I'll leave it in and then leave it in stinger at the end. Yeah, who gives a shit? Awesome. Yeah, so here's some outro music for you. And future me is going to add that in because I'm the one editing these. Hey, future Cole here, or I guess still past Cole for you, the listener, but a newer past Cole, whatever. I am going to cue up the outro music right now. Oh, look at that. But I do have one more thing to say. If you like this show, if you like my music, if you like my video essays and all the things that we're putting out on this channel, the number one best way to support us is through Patreon. We have that up and running right now. There's no tiers or anything. It's just super simple. Basically, you contribute however much you want, and you get access to the Discord. You also get all of the video essays and major music releases a day early. So however much you think that is worth, even if it's just $1 a month, that makes a massive difference in my existence. And I may flesh out the Patreon later with more tiers and more incentives, but we'll see how this goes first and go from there. But thank you guys so much for listening. And as I always say...